know what you been talking about. You don't really wanna play. You don't know what to say. Money, 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 money's what I'm talking about. We don't really know what you always been talking about. And I don't wanna be the one who always really talk about. And you don't really wanna play. You don't know what to say. It's money, 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 money's what I'm talking about. Money, 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 make you shut him mouth. I'll never ever talk about it if you never had the clout. You don't know what to say, stay up out of my way. Money, 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 make you shut him mouth. Keep playing with this goonies, boy, I'm gonna have to make the call. Stay in bounds on your pivot, boy, if you gon' ball. Cause a lot of niggas be fake, and you really can't play. Cause we done got it out the mud, nigga, what you talking about? Screaming, oh my God, money got me pride. They living a lie, look into my eyes, they might seem surprised. This is homicide. We just multiply, we been on the rise. If we got some wings, fuck it, we gon' have to fly. Money, 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 money's what I'm talking about. Day in my life, take me a different route. Use all my case, niggas on my face. You can get erased, what you talking about? Money, 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 money's what I'm talking about. We don't really know what you been talking about. You don't really wanna play. You don't know what to say. Money, 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 money's what I'm talking about. We don't really know what you always been talking about. And I don't wanna be the one who always really talk about. And you don't really wanna play. You don't know what to say. It's money, 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 money's what I'm talking about. You never crossing these borders. I'm whipping it up, Gordon Ramsay. I swear that I'm cooking these orders. You talk about me, you better just hope that you can just really afford it. I'm balling, I'm balling, I'm winning, I'm winning. I'm feeling like Robert Tahori. Nigga, I'm scoring. I count in the morning. They talk about me, then I gotta ignore it. My bitches be foreign. So independent, my money be corporate. These raps is boring. You hate me and I'm always gonna adore it. I'm smoking that soaring. She always go ahead and let me explore it. I call her my Dora. You can go and talk about me, I ain't flawless. I go put my all in. If a nigga talk about me, then I'm gone in. You know that I'm gone in. Jump in, take trips, Pompeii. All day, always keep 3 stacks like Andre. I get it, I get it, I get it, I get it, man. And you can never, ever, ever get rid of that. So watch what you say, and watch how you do. If you playing the game, then you play by the rules. Money, 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 money's what I'm talking about. We don't really know what you been talking about. You don't really wanna play. You don't know what to say. Money, 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 money's what I'm talking about. We don't really know what you always been talking about. And I don't wanna be the one who always really talk about. And you don't really wanna play. You don't know what to say. It's money, 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 money's what I'm talking about.
I got some real good news. Ooh.
You got some feedback too, sound like.
I got that too.
Right, all of it.
Yep. So, the good news is 10/24, which is a very important date. 10/24 is my mother and my aunt that passed away's birthday. But it's also the day that we're going to release the Money Convo video on YouTube. I think the next day is a Sunday, which would be 10/25, and we'll be playing it here live. So, you know, and it features CP3 as his alter ego, or Everyday Lifestyle Gunman number 2.
See, we're starting the show out already, and I'm trying to do good. I'm trying to be good. I'm trying to live right, and automatically I get the thug tag put over my head. I'm surprised he don't have it underneath of my name on his feed.
My love, it's rightfully so. It's rightfully so.
Gunman number 2.
That's
my
what
gun
you
is at
are.
home. It's at home. I didn't even bring it out today.
Oh, today.
Yeah,
Today.
I wanted to stay home today.
Oh, okay. And I'm sure it has a lovely name.
No, I never did actually lay no.
I'm shocked.
I I just say my 4-5. That's what
You expect us to believe you didn't name your gun?
Nah, see, I never named
I'm
my
shocked.
I never
I'm shocked.
named my car. I never done that. Some people do. I've never done that for real. I never named my car. Well, I did. I called it my bitch.
What? That's not a name.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't name.
I mean, how many other things do you call your bitch?
Right. True.
It depends.
Okay.
It does vary. It does vary.
Mm.
Mhm.
I'm just saying.
Oh, okay. We believe you. Not really, but we're gonna say we do.
I'm always gonna speak the truth. Come on. Man.
Yes, ma'am. Mm-hmm.
So,
Y'all know that. Even if you get me in trouble.
so first of all, CP3, you know, before we get all up into your business, how was your week?
Oh man, my week was great, man. You know, down at Honda Waldorf trying to get that first car off. Looks like deal should be closed by tomorrow, so I should have my first sale within my first week.
All right.
So wait a minute.
See,
Can't-
pressure
Go ahead.
already.
Go ahead.
So when you get that first sale, you can't skip over this
I
part.
feel the peer
No.
pressure already.
Hold on. Off air, he agreed with me and Lady
I
Antoinette.
don't recall that situation. It wasn't on tape. It wasn't on video.
How you know I wasn't recording you?
Yeah, how you know? You know we got iPhone.
You know good well I'm petty.
Play it back. I ain't think so.
I don't
Okay.
know about that.
I call that bluff.
Cause you
But,
said some things.
But you agreed to take a shot
Mhm.
of tequila.
I will take a shot. A shot of this super strong Mexican tequila that you got.
And a shot of Terramana.
Yes.
Shout out to Dwayne Johnson.
What is Terramana? Is it
Terramana
dark-
is
dark or white?
tequila.
Oh, it's another tequila. See, y'all trying to have
That's the Rock. That's
Oh, the
his
Rock.
tequila.
Well, that's
you
two
gotta
shots.
support him.
But that's 2 shots.
Yeah, but you agreed to one shot of that,
I
and then you
know.
do one shot of something else.
Oh, we do one. I'm gonna go back and look at the tape. I don't recall saying more than one time. I just said I would take a shot of tequila. I didn't say nothing about different brands.
I just
man.
Hey, come on, man. Don't easy your way out. It's only tequila, son.
And that's the problem. Y'all don't understand. I've been trying to tell them they don't want to listen, y'all. They trying to get us taken off there.
I
Get me
mean,
drink
we
tequila on
haven't.
air.
I don't see the problem.
Alright.
I mean, we're good.
Very good.
I'm sorry. Can continue with your blessed week.
Oh yeah, it's just been a good week. You know, it's amazing. I was having a conversation with a veteran salesman at the dealership. It's amazing how perspective and peace of mind changes your life. You know, I was working for a job for 20 years, making great money, but I was miserable. And, you know, wanted to fight every day, walked in with my fist balled up because I had people coming at me. Now, you know, I'm broke, but I'm happy because I'm in a job where people appreciate me, see what I can do, see my potential, and actually are trying to help me reach that potential. And the bonus is actually a nice, you know, financial, you know, payoff for it. So, I mean, it's just amazing.
So the only thing wrong with your statement is this:
What's that?
that you're not broke.
I mean, I'm not.
You gotta. If you say that the thing about it is, and this is what I believe, because I'm a big fan of The Secret. That's my thing. When you say something like "I'm broke," you're proclaiming that you're never gonna get wealth.
Well, see that's the way I look. The way I stay from not being broke is saying I'm broke even when I'm not broke. Because in my mind, I know if I got money, I'm gonna spend it. So I always like to think I'm broke, even though I'm not. I'm not financially where I want to be, but I'm not broke. But in order for me not to be broke, I gotta say I'm broke. You understand that
but
logic.
there's power in the tongue.
I mean, but that's never stopped me from getting money. That's the thing.
Okay.
Even when I was doing my stuff illegally, that I was doing
Wait, we're not
allegedly
gonna say that.
back in the day.
We're not gonna say that.
I
man.
I said allegedly. I would, you know, have that same mindset. No matter how much money I have in my bank account, I'm always going to think I'm broke because I want more.
Okay.
And that's, you know, but I respect, I definitely feel what you're saying about the power in speech.
The great thing about conversation is this: not all conversation is meant to be agreed upon.
Yeah, no doubt.
Like you see, you have your perspective of it, and I have mine. So you know, and we can do that without
smacking each other around.
Without insulting or cursing at individuals.
Well, we do, but it's never in anger or anything. It's just
that's
in
what I'm saying.
conversation.
But you know, we gotta keep an eye on you.
Well, see, since you've been on the show, I ain't done nothing too crazy.
It's stuff that happens before the show.
You done said some things.
I didn't say
on
I
air.
said some stuff.
You haven't done this on air, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Oh,
So-
okay. On this show.
No,
So before you got here though, he did believe
That's
did
what I'm saying.
he
On
did
this show.
he did be
See, that was polite ribbing. That wasn't even
The
really
show-
an insult.
Yo, dude had to justify his job because you called him a burger
You
flipper.
said polite what? Rimming?
Ribbing.
Ribbing. I was about to say what?
He said
That's
he
what different
he basically told he basically yeah that is he basically told dude if you thought if he's like dude said something about well he could be a better coach, he's like well then you should be coaching instead of being a burger flipper.
I'm
Right.
just saying,
That's so mean.
If he, as I said, if he was a better coach, he'd be on the sideline somewhere right now, right, instead of punching keys on this Facebook Live feed watching me. That's just.
That's not
I
what you
re-
said, though.
That's not what you
I
said.
did say that also,
Oh.
along with what I also
Oh,
said
okay.
too. I just said I'm transparent, and like I told him, it's nothing personal. I'm just trying to make it, have.
Dude had to
some fun.
tell dude was like I worked for Metro for 20 like you know Lady Antoinette you know you angry when you start telling people how long you work. Man, I've been at this job. That's like
He can.
That's like when a mom-
resume.
you know when your mom get mad at you and she be like, man, I was in labor for such and such hours. Like that nigga was like your mom. He was like,
in labor with you for 64 hours.
yeah.
I
When
mean,
he starts
Push
telling
your
you,
big head out.
I mean, sometimes I
when he starts telling you how long he's been at his job and he got benefits and he got a pension and a
He done
401k.
told you every award that he got.
all I'm trying
You
to say.
got under the
I was
hand.
employee of the month last month.
Let's just say I know how to push people's buttons sometimes by saying. some
But you
things
do
that
it
I-
on purpose.
I know, but I don't do it with ill intent.
And then
What
he's
intent do you have?
and then
See
he
what might happen.
CB3, you said y'all stop being emotional but like Carl Thomas. Maybe you need a
Right,
turtleneck.
a turtleneck.
A turtleneck and go sing in the rain.
You told that man to
Summer
put
Rain is one
on
of my
the...
favorite Carl Thomas songs.
It doesn't matter. You told that man to go put on the turtleneck. And be Carl
I'm
Thomas.
just saying.
And go sing in the rain though. Not just put on a turtleneck, but then go outside when it's raining and sing
But
it.
you don't get that on any other post game live show. I gotta be unique. I gotta be me.
Oh
You don't
man.
get that anywhere else. That's what you get on Sports OTHP with CP3, baby. It's just we just having fun, but we talking real info. We not doing anonymous sources as I'm having somebody responding to my live thread that I ended 15 minutes ago. I love live feeds. 'Cause
You want to say something to him real quick?
Nah, because he's not even worth it.
Okay.
Because I might go a little too far.
But
'cause
you-
I got some choices.
While we're sitting here talking and you're trying to defend yourself, I can guarantee in that feed right
I
now,
didn't say nothing.
as
bad.
we're talking, you are working your way to insulting this person's entire being.
Not yet.
If CP3 goes quiet,
Not
if CP3 goes quiet for more than 6 minutes, he's texting an insult.
Angry texting, you know your thumb is moving.
And somebody said like, damn, you can text fast. I'm like, I've been doing this for too long, man. This is fun. But,
Yo, lady answer, you ever seen a nigga angry text? He be,
Right, that's what I'm saying. His thumb is gonna be moving.
I go grab my pistol when I angle text.
See,
So,
you
yeah,
know what?
right.
You know what? What you got the pistol for? You gonna shoot the
Just-
phone?
Yeah, I'm just like, just getting that move when you just want to. Nah, I ain't
He
really
said,
saying that.
but we're not supposed to label you gunman number 2.
I mean,
perfect role.
I got labeled that.
Can I pick him or what?
I accepted the role and I engulfed myself in it. I wanted
No.
to be the best gunman
No,
number 2
you
that I
didn't
could
engulf
be.
yourself in it. You are
I don't.
gunman. Some people have to research a role and they have to.
He's also the getaway driver too.
See?
I used to be able to,
See?
I did have a reckless driving charge.
Notice
back in the day.
Notice he never said anything about being a getaway driver.
Right.
He never denied that part.
He said, well.
Well, you know.
For those who don't know, who are
I took
just
more
listening for the first
gunman
time,
number 2.
yes.
I'll be the getaway driver. any day.
CP3 took on a role as gunman number 2. He brought his own props.
I was given the role. I didn't take one. I was given the
You
role, and I
took
embraced
on the
it.
role. You accepted a role as
Because
gunman number
It was
2,
my acting debut.
and
Yo,
you
he
brought
didn't-
your own props.
He had the outfit, the mask, the gloves,
And what?
and the gun.
And I can't even call that a prop because a prop is usually fake. It's usually the fake item, like a toy
I
gun.
embraced the role. I wanted to be the best gunman number 2 that I could be at my acting debut, man.
No. You wanted to be the best gunman number 2. Period. Just leave it at that because it's not in my acting debut. No, you wanted to be the best gunman number
This is the
2.
first time I was
In
on
Detroit.
tape with my weapon that I wanted to be.
He looked real comfortable doing the robbery
And the only
scenes.
reason why you were comfortable being on tape is because people would assume
No, it was a music.
that this was a prop.
Well, Lady Anta, he looked real comfortable.
Of course he was.
Rolling up and throwing the young lady on the couch
And pulling out his gat.
Yes. He had the stance and everything.
The part about throwing your lady on the couch, that was more than just acting.
Yeah, I bet it was.
Was she cute?
Yeah, she was.
And so, in your head,
Mhm.
we're gonna talk about that later.
Yeah, we'll talk
Oh,
about
I don't
Lord.
want you to say that on
We'll
camera.
take her off the air. We definitely gonna have her here for an interview.
Oh,
I'm
what
trying to
we
throw her
going
on
what
the
we
couch
what you
again.
going you know what? We do
Reenact
not
that.
have a
We gonna
casting
reenact that.
couch.
We gonna reenact that scene.
We
from the
have
video
a couch, but it is not a casting couch.
that you know
You know what?
of.
It's not gonna be a casting couch while I'm here. Okay, I don't want to see that. I will exit stage left.
So anything else happened?
How you gonna touch that? I believe that
Mhm.
Let's see what else. No, it's pretty much just been on the grind, just learning the business, learning all the computer stuff, just having fun, enjoying the sports season. We got the World Series about to start right around the corner. Game 7 of the NLCS will be first pitch, I believe, is at 8 o'clock after the football game. Tampa Bay punched their ticket last night after Houston forced Game 7 after losing the first three and coming back and winning the next three.
Mm-hmm.
But Tampa was able to win Game 7, and they're going to be in the World Series, and we'll see between Atlanta and the Dodgers tonight who will be going from the NL. I guess I'm probably rooting for neither one to win. I don't like
Damn.
neither one of them. One of them, the Braves, is in our division, and the Dodgers, I just can't stand them anyway.
What did the Dodgers ever do to you?
Right, I can understand the Braves.
The playoff disappointments when Kershaw came in and beat the Nationals at National Park to get them to the World Series, and the Nationals sent them home. And the fact, I just think they're overrated because they're kind of like the Yankees of the West of the NL.
They are.
How they go over the luxury tax, buy all the top players, and they still come up short, which is the fun part for me. So I'm hoping that they do come up short, even though if Atlanta does, I don't know if I would even like Atlanta making the World Series. So I guess
do you hate one more than the other?
That's what I'm trying to figure out right now.
I think I hate Atlanta more.
I hate Atlanta more, but I think I hate the Dodgers with a deeper passion because of the playoff hurt. Atlanta, they won the division the last 2 years, but before that, the Nationals pretty much handled them. So it's starting to become more of a rivalry. And I mentioned on Sports OTHP last week about Ronald Acuna Jr. He's a great ball player, but there's a thin line between arrogance and cockiness. I know I've had this conversation before. And some of his antics to me are a little, over the top. But as our baseball guy Brian says, that's the new baseball. The guys are flamboyant. They're going to go by the old school rules, certain things that they wouldn't do in old school baseball, these younger kids are doing now. So I'm trying to adjust the new game, but the fact that we have a Juan Soto on the national squad that doesn't do all that over the top stuff, but has, does, if not better than Acuna on the field, then I still say he should have won the Rookie of the Year when they let Acuna win it because he had more starts and came up before Soto, even though their numbers were pretty much identical, even though Soto came up after him. Mm-hmm. But Acuna is the face of the Braves. That's a major baseball market. So I get it. At the time, Washington wasn't before they won the championship last year. So it's going to be interesting. But either way, whoever goes from the NL, I will be rooting for Tampa Bay because I don't want either one of them to win another World Series. So call me a hater, call me a diehard Nats fan. I don't care. Just call me CP3. That's all.
Oh my goodness.
Well, you can call him Gunman number 2. Okay.
If it's another acting role, yes, call me that. If it's not for that, then we'll talk offline.
Anyway, Lady Internet, how was your week?
My week was lovely. I am renovating some things in my house, so I have a alternative workout that I've been doing this week. Fun.
No,
that's the alternative workout. The
okay.
Renovation.
Okay, I had to get the context.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, because then
you're moving stuff.
It's never that fun. You can tell by the way she said fun. It was not fun.
The word alternative, to be honest, alternative can mean a whole
alternative workout because I was talking about the renovations. I'm moving stuff. I have like a whole dumpster in my driveway.
God damn.
Yeah, it's serious. It's full now, so I'm about to have them come pick it up. But
dump it out.
No, just take the whole thing.
No. So you got more to throw out, or you?
I do, but it's stuff like I can call bulk trash.
Oh shit!
You got a
man, I'm trying to tell you, we was doing. I said renovating stuff. You got to throw stuff in there.
How much you renovating?
You know, when you say renovate to him, that means he's, you know, dumping bodies and stuff. She's actually renovating a house.
Just because of
Not
all
people.
years involved.
What?
I mean, sometimes you gotta get that deep cleaning. You know, you don't want no trace of anything that shouldn't.
Well, why would I put it in a dumpster?
You really need to watch some happy ass movies.
Oh, you know they bringing Dexter back, dog?
Oh, I love that.
Oh man, I just saw. I don't know if it's true. I haven't got it confirmed, but I saw somebody say the day before we starting Dexter back up. Man, I told you. Me and that dude related to.
Wait,
Yeah, I bet.
I need you to stop right there.
Yeah.
I need to stop right there.
I'll pray for your
I
safety.
understood him.
Yeah, I bet you did.
My week was it was busy, but not anything worth talking about. It was just moving stuff, having fun.
Okay.
Sarcasm.
Well, today was a good day because, as you can tell by my hat, my sorry ass Giants got their first win today.
Boo.
But I'm a realist. Like, I'm not saying that we're gonna win the NFC East and all that stuff, because we still suck. And you know, it was just a battle to lose a vote.
I was
So,
gonna say that game was horrible.
you
I
know,
disagree. I don't think
That game was horrible.
from a
Both
football perspective,
teams,
it wasn't horrible.
both teams are horrible.
Yeah, they're bad, but it was still a quality game. It was a close game. It wasn't a blowout. You ain't have a whole bunch of BS
Sure.
going on. You had a couple of crucial turnovers at crucial times, and you had a coach that had a quarterback that everyone in the city is, you know, the quarterback situation. He actually fumbled the ball, gave the Giants the lead, and actually was able to go back on the field and engineer a game-tying, almost game-winning drive after doing that with less than 3 minutes, which is progress from the office, which is what people have been asking for. Unfortunately, it was in the loss because he went for a 2-point conversion instead of settling for the field goal,
right.
which he's done before, which, as I said
Well-
in the postgame, I don't have a problem with.
well, that's the thing was, 'cause I was talking to my man outside. He was a Redskin fan. He was like, "Well, you shouldn't have went for the 2-point conversion." I was like,
Wait, what team?
I'm sorry, a Washington football team fan.
Hey, man, it's hard, bro. Trust me.
I know it is.
So, and he was like, he should have never went for it. I was like, here's the problem with what you're saying. And he was like, what's that? I was like, so if he goes for the tie and they lose, what are you going to say then? He should have went for the 2-point conversion.
You should have went for it.
And
If
he
he went for the 2-point conversion, made it, then you would be happy.
Yeah, so I was like, he's in a basically a damned if you do, damned if you don't situation.
Correct.
Welcome to
and-
Washington.
And I was like, truthfully, he did the best call that he could. That's the gamble.
Yeah.
You know, if he would have made it, y'all would have been like, oh my God, he's the greatest coach ever.
Yeah, because you're supposed to go for the win. That's what you're supposed to do.
That's why I
Not
said
go
it was
for
a
the
good game.
tie, go for the win.
That is correct.
Like I said, I think it was a good game. Like I said, coming from a football perspective, from a coaching perspective, to me it was a good game. Washington just came on the wrong end of it. I don't like giving up the first victory to the Giants. I say that in the pregame.
I love
I say
it.
that in the post. I know you do. You walked in right after the damn fumble recovery and shit. It's like he willed that shit happening from walking down the street. Like as soon as he hit the block, something crazy happened and they run it back.
And then
Full
here he
50
comes.
yard fucking
You-
fumble recovery.
You know, I was gonna put on my LT jersey just to show you how much of a hater I really am.
But
I have a Lawrence Taylor jersey. I was gonna put with the Giants hat. I was gonna do that, but I'd rather wear my At the Bar podcast shirt, sponsored by Eric Kuza.
it's all
So I just put the hat on for you.
It's all good. Like I say, it was a classic NFC East battle. Like you said, two teams that suck right now. Two teams that are trying to figure themselves out. In a division that sucks right now. So, I mean,
Yeah.
you can get emotional and get upset, but what really good is it going to do, man? I mean, ride it out. It's a rebuild for a reason.
It's a rebuild for everybody.
So let's talk some craziness before.
Oh, shit.
So, because earlier today you asked me CP3 what craziness I have going.
Oh, yeah.
So there is. Let me see if I can bring this report up.
Uh-oh. We got to bring the whole report up, y'all.
Man, got to confirm them sources, baby.
Because I really couldn't believe somebody was this stupid.
Uh-oh.
Oh, and I found it. And yeah.
There we go.
So, rapper who brags about defrauding the government in music video gets arrested for actually doing it. A rapper who bragged about defrauding the government of unemployment programs in a music video has been arrested on federal charges of carrying out the same exact scheme he mentioned in the video. What's his name? Fontel Antonio. He need to be arrested for his name. Fontel
His mama gave him.
Antonio Bale is 31, who goes by this name Nuke Bizzle. Like,
Hold on.
let's just stop there at the rap name.
I thought you were talking about his.
Like, his original name is bad enough, and now
His rap name is worse than the original name, right?
You already in the lost, bro. You already got 2
Poor
strikes
thing.
against you.
How old is he?
31. Give it up.
Oh, he's too
Oh,
old for
man.
that. He's too
Okay, Nuke Bizzle was arrested after applying for more than 1.2 million dollars in jobless benefits using stolen identities in a scheme to fraudulently attain unemployment insurance benefits under the Coronavirus Relief Act and Economic Security.
Lord.
He's originally from Memphis, Tennessee. Now resides in Hollywood Hills, California. Now he resides in the jail cell. He was explaining the pandemic unemployment assistance. This is what pisses me off because there are really people that really needed shit like this is going on.
And they had a delay receiving it.
Yes. So no, I don't even feel sorry for him, to be honest with you. I really think like you some trash for doing that.
Right.
And then you make a video.
Incriminating yourself.
I mean, have we just not did we not learn nothing from like C Murder or any of these rappers that got locked up because of their rap lyrics? You know?
Well, y'all know my field.
I think,
Y'all know my field.
Yes.
And I feel like in order for him to get by on this, there has to be some sort of checks and balances. He found a loophole of some sort, but at the end of the day, I understand there was a surge in people applying, but how did he get through? You know what I mean?
Let's just say, I may allegedly know some people that might be involved in stuff like that is, just hit the fan, but there are people out there that are getting paid by setting folks up with unemployment benefits because they weren't able to get through. So there are ways that you can finagle the system and get the fact that you rap about it.
But now we get to the stupid part.
Yeah.
Not only did you rap about it, you made a video.
Right.
So since
probably with the money from the stimulus.
Yeah. Since the early 2000s, there's been a term called the hip hop police. So one of my friends, no lie, used to work for the DEA.
Yeah.
And he told me they had files and they listened to conversations of Snoop Dogg, Scarface. I think Dr. Dre was on there too. But it was a lot of rappers who conversations were being listened to.
Yep.
Because
of their lyrics.
Yeah.
So you have literally alerted them, and then they're going to investigate to see if what you're saying is true. They do that. And I don't know why people think they do.
I mean, the Shine case. You make gangster lyrics, you shoot in the club, they're going to treat you as such.
Well, I think that right now the culture, unfortunately, is you tell all your business on social media, and your lyrics, I guess now your video as well. They're telling all of their business. Like people will literally go live and murder somebody. All for likes, all for the attention.
Yeah, it's about clout now.
Right. And they're not understanding that, hello, just like we can see it, so can law enforcement. Like I just think that's so stupid.
I mean, like that. Unfortunately, that's the culture that we're in now. Excuse me, with social media and folks portraying these lifestyles and portraying this and portraying that. Like when we came up, we like one of my favorite songs. It says "Real gangsters, real G's move in silence."
Yep.
You don't tell everybody what's going on. I do a lot of talking, but I do a lot of misinformation because I want to see who's going to go run and tell and how it comes back to me. Because I've had a lot of that in my life, and that's why my circle is so small. Because I like to weed people out because I'm that type of asshole. I'm gonna put some shit out there for you to be jealous, for you to run go tell, and then go see who you go tell. If they just happen to be one of my enemies or somebody that I'm not cool with, then we're
But
done.
but we live in. If he was 22,
That would make more sense. However, it's still
We
stupid.
all know age don't mean shit.
But come on.
wait a minute, no, because if he was 22, I could be like he's young and dumb.
Right. He just dumb.
At 31, there's certain thing because there's certain thing. The stuff I learned at 21 is way different when I'm at 31.
Right.
So if he was shit, he was 15, I could probably give him a back.
But you gotta
If
think about where he came from. He said he's from Memphis. You're from New York. You grew up in a different mind. You grew up in Virginia and New York.
that don't mean shit.
It does because you have different stuff going on in those. In Memphis, he doesn't have that big picture mentality. So you've gone through stuff because of the places that you lived at.
But
He
in
hasn't
Memphis,
gone through
and
stuff.
Memphis is smaller, so if you say something, it's smaller, so everybody can easily know your business.
Yeah.
With that said,
So he's used to
Why
just running
was-
his mouth because everybody already knows because
no,
you're in
but
a
he's
small
used
community.
to. I could guarantee back in Memphis, he wouldn't brag about.
He was living in Hollywood.
Right.
he was in
Well,
Cali.
he was in
I'm saying
Cali.
his upbringing.
Right, but
he
at the
didn't.
same
He didn't
time,
have this. He doesn't
you're
have
not
the
gonna
same.
run your mouth and say something in Memphis because you know it's gonna get around, right?
Well, maybe that's why he was in Hollywood. Why he felt comfortable doing that because he wasn't at home. Maybe. That
But
was
his
vibe.
upbringing will state that if you say something, everybody gonna know.
Yeah.
So if that's his upbringing, then
But
he
it-
should have shut his mouth.
I mean, but you got this generation now.
But he's 31.
He's
He a little bit too old to be. He ain't that
31.
generation now.
He
Like
in
I said, he's
between.
31, but
Mhm.
that doesn't mean that he's experiencing things that he should have a 31-year-old mindset.
If he knew,
He might
If-
just because he's
wait-
31 doesn't.
Let me
doesn't
say,
mean-
Wait a minute, wait a minute.
Your age is stupid. I'm gonna say that.
I
I don't
mean-
care how old you are. That's still stupid.
Folks at 60 do stupid shit.
I mean, but CP3, my argument is this: he knew enough to defraud them, right? So obviously, and
You
this
smart
is
there, but you stupid here.
obviously
Common
he.
sense ain't common.
But obviously he ain't too stupid. Obviously he ain't too stupid because he figured a way to go from, hey, if I can get this from A to B and then C in my pockets. He knew how to do that, right?
Oh, yeah, no doubt.
We can agree on that, right?
Yeah, no doubt.
So he ain't dumb.
Nah, he ain't dumb. He life experience dumb, maybe.
And
I can't even give him that.
I
You
mean-
made how much money?
I mean, you got to.
1.2 million.
That's a
can't-
lot of money.
That's a lot of fraud.
That's a lot of
But
life
But
experience.
that's the point. The life experience. If you know you're getting away with something you shouldn't, the life experience will tell you to shut the fuck up.
Okay.
But
Obviously, with this 31-year-old, his life experience hasn't told
I
him.
think
to
But-
shut
I
the
feel
fuck
like
up.
he just got comfortable.
I think if you doing flashy, for you to make a song,
Right.
I defrauded the government and then flash money in it. There was a rapper who killed in Chicago, who killed his mother for the insurance money, and it said something about. There's another rapper who's sitting in jail because he bragged about shooting one of his partners, and when they got shot, they locked his ass up because it was detailed in the song.
Right.
There are so many instances of people doing this shit, and it's not working.
It's stupid. I mean,
It's
So-
never gonna work.
I never understood. I mean,
Like if you make a claim like that, common sense will tell you that somebody's gonna listen, and somebody's gonna report it, and somebody's gonna investigate.
I mean, there was a dude that was on Love and Hip Hop that got arrested for the fraud for those loans. Like his business had been closed already,
Right.
and instead of he took the money, and instead of him putting it back into the business, he went and bought him a Rolls Royce and like a $100,000 watch.
Yep.
he had some NFL athlete got caught a couple of weeks ago for doing the same thing.
A lot of people
So-
get caught, and here's my thing: it's out there, so it's not like these people are getting caught and it's a secret. Like a lot of times when you think that you're untouchable and you have a little bit of money, I mean, just look at old girl from Full House. She thought she was untouchable.
Oh, you talking about Aunt Becky?
Yeah.
I mean,
So my thing is, it's out there that people are getting caught up. You know, when they're doing fraudulent things. So
Why you bring
why
that up, man?
would you? Because she did something
No,
fraudulent.
but that got my
But
mind
what
going
I'm
somewhere
saying
else.
is that's in the news. These things are in the news. These people are
Yeah,
getting caught up. So why would you give them ammunition? Why would you?
but
That's
just
one
like you
thing I
said,
was taught
he
when
got
I
too
was
comfortable.
young,
His success made him think that he
and
was
that's when he
untouchable.
got stupid.
But that's why I say it's not really
Well,
about
he was
that because you
stupid to
got
begin with. I'm
yeah,
gonna be
because you
real
got
with
some of
you.
these athletes that have the same mentality. Because they make money and they're superstars and have these endorsement deals, they do stupid shit,
And they all
thinking they're
stupid.
going to get over because of they're smart or they're this or they're that or they can do this on the basketball court. But in reality, because they live in that sheltered life, they set themselves up for failure.
Right.
That's why I was saying age doesn't mean anything. You can have a 50-year-old motherfucker doing the same shit. That he could be defrauding Social Security. He at the nursing home bragging to his buddies. One day, one of his buddies get mad at him and report his ass. So I
Right.
mean, you have stupidity on so many different levels. But my whole argument with the whole defraud and stuff like, if you put all that energy that you're putting into defrauding whoever, if you put that energy into something positive and building your own thing, first of all, you'll be more successful at it. Second of all, you won't go to jail for it.
Well, well, you got known. I can tell you this now, because I would have never. Nuki Bizzle? Isn't that, yeah, that shit sounds like dirty throw up.
Yeah, I couldn't
Like,
imagine seeing
yeah,
that
he need to be
nigga.
arrested for his name alone.
Wow.
Yeah, man,
Dirty
we got
throw
the new
up.
record
Yes.
for
Is
Nuki.
it clean throw up?
Well,
Well, you know what?
You know, never. Okay, let's.
We're not talking about you throwing up
No,
stomach acid.
nah,
We're not talking about that.
Yeah, we don't want your little perverted story.
that was
So
wild.
Ice Cube pissed off from Black America,
Man.
Yeah,
and
it's real interesting.
and I will tell you my stance on it. We can talk about it. I agree with Ice Cube.
I didn't really officially hear what the statement was, so could
So
you
bas-
elaborate?
so basically, Ice Cube, the Trump administration basically gave him a shout out, saying thank you for working with us and stuff like that.
Meeting with us.
Yes, and Black America was mad, but yet we don't boycott DJ Vlad who said shit about black people. But anyway, um, so Ice Cube responded. A lot of people was like, cancel Ice Cube, we don't fuck with Ice Cube and all this other stuff because he's meeting with Trump and all this other stuff. My stance on this, and Ice Cube responded was like, actually, I did take a meeting and my contract is with Black America, and I'm trying to find out who's going to do something for the black people in
Right.
America.
Right.
And I don't see nothing wrong with that stance. One thing I did when I remember after Charlemagne did his interview with Joe Biden, and he said some of the realest thing. It's not really black people we look at, and I had this conversation at work. Black people we look at, we got to be Democrat or we got to vote for or whatever, but we don't look at who's going to cater to the black agenda, and that's one of our biggest problems because the Montgomery boycott did not end because someone said, we feel bad for these black people walking to work. It ended because they saw the value of the black dollar.
Right.
We spend trillions of dollars in a lot of stuff. We don't even realize the power of the black dollar.
Right.
And Ice Cube made a statement was basically, who's going to do what we need done?
Right.
And if you look at everybody got it. Like, when we look at Obama, he did a lot of stuff for, I hate to say the gays because it just sounds so bad. The
alphabet
community.
Mm-hmm.
And he did something that catered to them.
Yes.
So, and they got a lot more stuff and rights now. And it's cool, but at the same time, I'm like, well, damn. Even the black president didn't do nothing for the black agenda. And we voted with our hearts, but we didn't say, we didn't never say this is what we need done. Mm-hmm. So whether it's Donald Trump or Joe, they both creeps in my opinion.
In their own right.
In their own, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But as black people, we need to see what do we get out of this besides a vote.
Right.
We damn sure ain't got justice. We can ask Breonna Taylor, the cop who was on George Floyd's neck, got released on $1 million bond,
Mm-hmm.
and then he was able to leave the state because he feared for his life.
Mm-hmm. As he should.
Yeah,
Under those circumstances, I would have feared for my life too, but it should be expected.
yeah, but he should never got bonded neither, because I guarantee you,
Yes, sir.
if the roles were reversed,
I wouldn't get a bail. I wouldn't get a bond.
yes,
Well, go ahead.
You said a lot of interesting points in the argument. I got to go back to the Obama about the alphabet community and saying that he didn't uh, do enough for the black community. He did. I feel like he did a lot for the black community that doesn't get talked about. But when you have both House and Congress basically saying we're going to go against anything that you do basically for the black community,
It stops it.
yeah, but because they have, gay folks in their family and don't have, blacks in their family, they'll be more sympathetic to the LBGT community, so they allow more of that legislation to go through because they can relate to that because they have those in their family. But they can't relate to the black experience because they don't have that. So I don't like when I purchased my home, it was because Obama put a first-time buyers program for minorities in place
Yeah.
that ass hat in chief took out of place as soon as he got in the office. Now, when that's what I say, well, Ice Cube, when he says, like I said, he didn't say he was endorsing. Like I said, I didn't hear it. I didn't read the whole context. I just saw it in passing and looked over it, didn't, read it. So you're saying that he didn't officially endorse Trump. He just said he's talking to him, which I don't have a problem with either.
Mm-hmm.
But if he's coming from the argument, well, Obama didn't do nothing for us, and Trump is, helping the black community and all that unemployment number bullshit that they be spouting, then I would have a problem with it. But if he's just having a discussion to figure out which way he wants to vote, I can't see you getting mad. The only way you're going to find out stuff is if you get educated by talking to people. So,
Right.
I mean, my thing with the black community is we don't have identity anymore. We don't know who we are, and it's like they don't want to know who they are. They just want to live in the status quo, Instagram, music video, movie lifestyle. But then as soon as their rights get infringed on, oh, I'm pro-black, I'm this and that. But if it doesn't touch them or it doesn't affect them, they don't give a damn who they are as a black person if they, are destined for greater things than just being stuck in the hood and worrying about the next pair of Jordans coming out or what's happening on Real Housewives of whatever. And they don't have that identity, and it's like they don't want it until it's time to protest when some innocent black person gets killed by the police. And they don't care about it if it's Ray or Leroy in the hood. It's stop snitching and don't tell the police. But it's a catch-22. If you don't tell the police, then these folks are going to continue to hurt the other innocent people in your neighborhood that you're fighting for when the police are doing the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like they have a hypocritic thought process, and we don't want to take a step back to realize that, not to be funny, we're in a fucking matrix. And they don't want to stop it. They keep on swallowing the same pill because they don't know no better. And it's like they don't want to know no better. And when you try to educate them and give them a different perspective, like Ice Cube is doing, they shut it down. Oh, he's sold out. He's this, he's that. We give it a chance.
We're quick to cancel. We're quick to cancel our own because when we don't say, because we say something you don't like.
Agree with it, exactly.
So, and here's the thing. I've never said, like, if I said something bad about Obama, people might think I hate him. As if I can't criticize him. I can criticize anybody. Just like you can criticize the coach of a football team. That doesn't mean I didn't like him as a president or nothing like that. But people will cancel you when you say something that you don't like because they live in a comfort zone.
Yeah.
Because I remember one of the things that influenced me as growing up, and it was time for me to vote, was my mentor at the time. He was my boss. I was working. His name was Edward Newsom, and I was working at Belhaven Country Club. And I was like, well, I kind of like Ross Perot. And he says, well, most black people are Democrats. Oh, for real? I didn't know that.
That's nice.
So then my mind state is, okay, with the vote Democrat, because that's what because that's what I'm being taught.
Right.
So we didn't teach people to be free thinkers and to find something to go against the grain. We're taught to follow the system. And when someone does something that goes against the grain, all of a sudden people are like, oh, it's so bad, this. Because the truth of the matter is, just like this black Republican, there's alphabet Republicans. There are people that'll be independent. There are people, we just have to ask, who's going to have our best. And if it doesn't, and if no one does it, then we need to get behind somebody that does, or create a party that's for us that will
Right.
do.
Right.
You know, at one point in time, and I was telling somebody this, and I said, truthfully, the expected, when I was in high school, the expected first black president was more than likely would have been Colin Powell.
Yeah, we did expect that.
And we would have voted for him no matter what party he was in.
Correct.
I don't know. I don't know. Some Democrats would have voted for him. Him being.
We're talking about Black America.
Black America
Black
would have
America
voted.
would have voted for him.
With
Because it seems as though Black America was proud of Colin Powell.
We were.
being proud
And
in
Condoleezza
both
Rice.
forms. I don't know.
I know a lot
'Cause
of
I know-
that were
I
proud
know-
I mean, from
don't
my
even know
from
what
my aspect,
she stood.
from my aspect, especially when I was for growing up, and when Boys in the Hood hit, and they had that, you know, I was quick to say, ain't no place, a black man ain't got no place in the white man's army. But then you see image of Colin Powell, and he was like one of the highest ranking officials. If he would have ran, and that's probably one of the reasons why he didn't run.
He didn't. Because he knew the political nightmare he would go through. He's not a politician.
No.
But if he chose to,
Yeah.
he would have won. Just off the strength
he would have
of.
won the black vote.
Yes.
I don't know if he would have won.
Yeah, I was he might have won the black vote.
I don't think
know.
America was ready for a black president.
America
at
is
that time.
never, even when Obama for 8 years, America still isn't ready for a black president. That's why we're going through what we're going through now, because of the 8 years of oppression
Yeah.
they faced under a black man, and they can't get over. That's one of the most hypocritical things about this country, is how they say how it's all equal rights and all fair and everything is all great. It's the greatest country in the world. But what's the number one thing that most of white America is fighting about? Immigration. They're worried about the brown man outnumbering them and the white man becoming a minority.
That's
So
true.
if it's so cool to be in this country, why are you so worried about being a minority? Why? Because maybe you fear you're getting treated the way that
That you're
minorities are
treating
getting treated
others.
now.
Well,
That's the catch-22 nobody wants to talk about.
it's, I mean, that's a lot knowing was when we open up this can of worms.
Yeah, it's a lot.
So when we talk about stuff we do and we celebrate in troops,
Right.
you know, Columbus Day just passed, and you know
And
people
a lot of
people
communities stop celebrating.
celebrate that because basically it's Happy Rapist and Murderer Day.
Mhm.
You know,
It's all right because it's all
So
white.
even Prince George's County Public Schools actually renamed on their calendar. It's still a day out for students.
It's Indigenous
but
People
they-
Day.
Yes. So it's known as Original Americans Day, Indigenous People Day, Native American Day.
Yeah.
Like it's named all these other days other than Columbus Day.
and it should be,
I agree.
and it should be. Like really, in my opinion, George Washington's birthday need to go away.
Yeah.
Mm.
Most of the holidays that they have on the calendar need to go.
You know, he wasn't my first president because I ain't have a vote back then.
Right.
My people ain't. We was 1/3, 1/4 of a man, 1/3 of a man.
Fifth of a white man.
Yeah, so he couldn't have been my first president.
Right.
Yeah, it's
So
Well, let
when we had these,
let me circle back to Ice Cube.
let's go.
Okay. First of all, this cancel culture is dangerous. We are those who follow cancel culture. I can't even get it out. Those who follow that culture, you're pretty much saying you do not have an opinion. You do not have an opinion. If you have an opinion that is against the grain and not with the majority of Black America or whoever decides to cancel at that time, because all different races do the cancel culture thing. But you're saying if you are going against the grain and you do not agree with us, we're canceling you. As far as Ice Cube sitting down with President Trump, they're looking at it as this: oh, he's the enemy. You're sitting down with the enemy, which is kind of unrealistic to get angry with him, because in order to make things right, somebody needs to sit down with this man.
True.
What they say matters. If you sit down with him and you turn out, you come and resurface like Kanye did, we have a problem. If you are coming to him being real, because like I want to sit down with Donald Trump. I would love to have a conversation with him. I would love to. But I'm going to be real. If I sat down with him and it was let out that I sat down with him, Before people even know what we talked about,
You get canceled.
I'm going to get canceled. Whole time, I'm saying things to Donald Trump that he's not going to like. He's not going to like anything I have to say to him. And with that said, you going to cancel me for what? For speaking on your behalf? For
Yep.
telling him what you want him to know?
Yeah. Think about it. We canceled the same people who canceled Cassette Michelle took that $1,200 stimulus check.
And she took way more.
It's like I'm gonna come from the other side of it. Like,
And that's 600 a week, by the way.
I don't agree with the cancel culture or whatever, but only reason why I can kind of let it slide is because of who we're talking about. And like I said, I don't say that I hate him. I don't claim that he's the worst person in the world or whatever, but the misconception about this dude that people saying that, I mean, I'm not saying that he's an outright racist, but he has some racist mentalities and racist thought processes. And
Well, I mean, here's the thing. He actually is an outright racist. He just didn't outright say certain things about Black America. But when you look at Latin America, oh, he said some racist things.
Oh, definitely.
So he is a racist.
I mean, I'm only reason I'm giving him that not outright because they come up with the argument. Look at what he's helped certain black people do this, and he's
well, see,
worked
that's my
that person.
thing.
Like,
if you racist, that means you are racist. It's not because you treat one race of people a certain way. You're
agree.
racist,
Yeah,
even if it's just one, nationality. So at the end of the day, he is racist.
Yeah,
he may not
agree.
have said something about all different races, but he has said more than enough about one race of people.
Oh, I definitely agree.
That
Even going back with the Central Park 5 and everything. So that's the stuff that I remember with him getting the lawsuits for not letting minorities into his apartment buildings they could afford.
Right.
So that's what I'm saying. I can understand that mentality that is sometimes it's people that you can't talk to that are never going to relate. And him being a rich, spoiled brat his whole life, never really having to interact with minorities unless they were his servants or worked for him or his daddy. He's never going to understand the plight of the black community or the Latin community or any minority community. So it's like, what's the point of wasting your time talking to him, even if you have valid points? And we've seen with his the way he handled the pandemic and any other stuff that's coming his way. He has his own thought process. He believes what he wants to believe, no matter what facts, no matter what diagrams or what. You could put a PowerPoint fucking production together for him, but he's still not going to believe it because he's stuck in his own mindset. So I could understand why people would be upset and be like, why? What's the point of talking to him? You know what he's going to say. You know how he reacts. But I can't see, saying counseling. When I saw the headline, it threw me off. I'm like,
But here's the thing though. We're talking about an unpredictable person. We don't know how he's going to react.
Right, and also I feel like there is at least one person in this country that can actually get through to him.
Who?
I don't know.
We don't know.
I don't know who it is. What if I sat down and talked to him? Because I'm gonna be real with you. If I sat down and talked to him, he's surrounded by people that suck up to him. Okay. If I sat down in front of him, I'm going to be extremely disrespectful. And whether he admits to it or not, when you're disrespectful to him and you treat him less than,
he doesn't do.
It's going to affect him in some way, shape, or form.
He's going to get him to walk away.
If he gets up and walks away, it's because he's in his feelings.
Yeah, and that's what
So that means you're getting through to something, whether he admits it or not. However,
how is he gonna make any progress?
I feel like if the right person with the right delivery comes across, they can get through to him. Who that person will be, I don't know.
I don't think there is that person.
I think that there
is. You just have to know how to, like, he's a bully. You just have to know how to break a bully.
He thinks he's God. Listen to some of his rallies. Listen to what I'm saying about when he's talking about the pandemic.
He thinks about Jesus,
like with the corona stuff. I'm immune now. I've come out strong. I feel like I'm in my. He thinks he's fucking God, and his disciples, followers, brainwashed base believe that. Have you heard some? I listen to some of the right wing folks. They actually believe this man is like God. They actually believe that shit.
I'm gonna be real with you. I think deep down inside, no, he does not think he's God. However, that is what he puts out there. He does. He puts it out there like he is invincible. Nobody can tell him anything. nobody can prove him wrong. He's just perfect. And I don't feel it's like God, more like Jesus, like we're taught
I mean,
in
when
this
you-
country, people who are Christian, they're taught, oh, Jesus was the perfect man. He's the only perfect man to walk the earth. Well, when you look at it like that, Trump thinks he's perfect.
Yeah. I mean, truthfully, even with the whole Corona situation, like he ain't had coronavirus. Like that's clear.
A lot of people say that. I
Right.
really think his brother had it, and his brother passed
I mean,
away.
I honestly, I don't think I'm pretty sure he
Going around
didn't.
The White House pretty rapid. And
You know.
I mean, you're going around not wearing a mask. You're shaking hands. They even had a rally when he was in a rally in Florida. The Florida governor, who's been one of the biggest dudes that's been talking about Corona's fate. After he got diagnosed, you can see him coming into the rally, high-fiving people in the audience with no mask on. Then he walks on stage and wipes his face. I'm not saying, I'm not hoping that he gets it. But with situations like this, it's called survival of the fittest for a reason. If you don't believe in something and it takes you out, I'm not gonna cry for you.
Well, I mean,
Well, just like we had it, may he rest in peace. Politician, black man, following behind Trump. When he passed away, no, they mentioned him, but most of the country was just like,
yeah.
Because that's what I feel like.
I ordered a Little Caesar in his memory.
Yeah, like I said, I'm not going to be upset if I see somebody not wearing a mask. I'm gonna just put mine on extra tight and walk past them.
extra tight.
Yeah, everybody tighten it.
But
Because if you, I'm just saying, if you make that choice, that's cool. But it's the other folks that have freaking pre-existing conditions, something that you worry about. But if you choose to go out there and think that it's not real and it takes you out, I feel like the little kid off The Simpsons and shit. I'll be Nelson out there, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Because you made a choice, and that's why I think we are kind of spoiled right now because we're used to medicine and we're used to science healing us.
Speak for yourself.
A majority of the country.
I don't take this stuff.
I'm just saying. I mean, they have faith that medical
Big Pharma,
science can save them.
Big Pharma has brainwashed America.
Yeah,
Yes,
but
I know.
think about back in the 50s and 60s when you didn't have airbags and have seatbelts. If you doing 60 miles an hour and running to the side of a building, you weren't walking away because you had airbags and seatbelt. You were done because you made a bad, stupid decision and you had to pay for it.
Some of them cars.
I mean, they were still, but then you would get the impact from hitting the damn steering wheel. That's what I'm saying. If you made dumb choices, you paid for it. Now with technology and safety measures, people can make dumb decisions and still survive and don't have to pay the ultimate price. So they continue when they survive to do stupid shit.
well,
Until it finally catches up with them and science doesn't save their ass. And then it's, I don't believe little Johnny died doing 90 on the beltway. Well, he had 5 DUIs and 4 reckless driving charges before that he walked away from, and you're shocked that he died on the 5th one. Come on, people.
on that note,
I'm just saying, let's be real about this.
You see how much of that dude say miss?
I see.
I'm just
I'm
saying.
saying. So now we just gonna play. We're gonna play a video.
Real conversation.
We're gonna play. We're gonna lighten the mood because
And when he dies,
I mean, y'all.
This is some real.
I know y'all see. I know y'all see CB3 throwing hand signals like he about to get the gat out and like, yo, freeze, calm down. We about to play some music. You know what? And here's the thing: we gonna play an R&B song because we don't. I don't even want to play no thug shit because he some smooth shit.
I turn everything over in this motherfucker.
Yeah. So we gonna play some smooth shit. Shout out to my man Wally B. It's his new video. Yeah, we're gonna play this shit because this nigga got way too aggressive on that conversation.
Yeah.
Man, did you feel that tension?
I felt it.
This
I'm
is
right
one of the
here.
realest conversations we done had, so
I mean,
I
we
felt-
done
I
got real
felt that shit,
political,
son.
but you
I felt
done.
that shit,
We
son.
know you felt it. Because
I mean, okay, because we're gonna get gunman number 2 some time to calm down.
Yes.
That's my word, son.
temptation rising, body fading, time don't even matter no more. Let me cover your body, then blindfold you so you cannot see me no more. Let senses take over as I breathe from your body real slow. Don't be scared, babe. Shawty want more. Says she want more. She wants more. Yeah. More. Yeah. Love it, baby. Shawty want more. Says she want more. I know you want more. More. Yeah. More. Yeah. Shawty want more. Says she want more. She wants more. More. Yeah. More. Yeah. Shawty want more. Says she want more. I know you want more. More. Yeah. I ain't lying when I tell you that I need you here right by my side. Girl, your body got me fainting, and I think I'm about to lose my mind. Oh, yeah. So baby, show me how you love me. For the pleasure of this loving, we can explore fantasy, and I will show you the real ecstasy. Ecstasy. Ooh. Start off kiss, slowly make your body horny for me, baby, like baby. Then I'll make your back quiver as I touch and tease you with my tongue, girl. Got her body saying she want more. She want more. Shawty want more. Says she want more. She wants more. More, yeah. She love it. She love it, yeah. Shawty want more. Says she want more. She wants more. More, yeah. She love it. She want more. Shawty want more. Says she want more. More, yeah. More, yeah.
To me, and boy, you know it's true. Boy, I'm hoping you don't wanna hear my line, cause I just wanna talk about what's on your mind.
Can't concentrate, cause all I do is sit in my room and think about you. I knew from the very start that you were still my heart. You're my baby, baby, baby. Can't settle for me, baby. You're my baby, baby, driving me crazy. Can't settle for me, baby. So you wanna be down, then treat me right. Cause I got options, but I only want you in my life. I got standards, you take them higher. And all of my feelings you set on fire. To tell the truth, all I do is sit in my room and think about you.
I know what we have is true. I know you feel it too. I'll hold you down. It's the loving I found. Know that I got you.
You're driving me crazy. Can't settle for me,
Baby,
you're my baby, you are. Can't settle for me, baby.
Can you be my baby? baby, I ain't settling for maybe. I know we in 2000s, but I love for like the 80s. You treat me like a foreign, the way that you drive me crazy. Ain't nothing about you boring, baby girl, you far from basic. I'm trying to put you in the limelight. Your last man never did value your time right. Every day with you special for like prom night. You, me, and Hennessy, now that's a bomb night. I'm just trying to stop your hurting. I can put you in some Birkin, I can put you in some Louis. Trying to make sure that you Gucci. I know we watching Netflix, turn it off, let's make a movie. Don't you listen to the rumors, they gon' do me how they do me.
My baby, baby, you're driving me crazy. Can't settle for maybe, maybe. My baby, baby, you're driving me crazy. Can't settle for maybe.
11:22.
My baby, I ain't settling for maybe.
Look, when I'm finished, they gonna respect me. Give a damn if they don't really like me. When I started, didn't nobody help me. No support like didn't nobody hype me. Finally made a little name for myself. Now they calling me selfish and trifling. When I needed them, they wasn't there. But they swear that they always been riding. When I'm finished, they gonna respect me. Give a damn if they don't really like me. When I started, didn't nobody help me. No support like didn't nobody hype me. Finally made a little name for myself. Now they calling me selfish and trifling. When I needed them, they wasn't there. But they swear that they always been riding. When I needed them, they wasn't there. Pride was too big, hated asking for help. Seen they went right, so I had to go left. Know they tired of me now, cause I'm tired of myself. Keep that exotic, nothing but top shelf. Wanna try me anytime you can still. Ain't been in trouble a while now, I guess. And between me and you, boy, I'm proud of myself. Cause I'd have been down bad for too long. Had to do a lot of rights to fix some big wrongs. Now I just do what I want like I'm Tone. No sense in trying to find my heart, cause it's gone. All I do is grind the pack till it's gone. No longer in the trap, I trap on my phone. Ride through the city to Pope and look home like I'm the only one that still believe in my home. ATL up the street, I could just get gone. But then I be selfish, then I be trifling. When I said help me, y'all stay silent. But this my city, so I'ma keep riding. All I know is stay solid. I really had to get it from the bottom. Shout out to the ones say I got it, cause a lot of niggas doubt it. But man, ain't no fucking doubt about it. Master P can even see a nigga about it. When I'm finished, they gonna respect me. Give a damn if they don't really like me. When I started, didn't nobody help me. No support like didn't nobody hype me. Finally made a little name for myself. Now they calling me selfish and trifling. When I needed them, they wasn't there. But they swear that they always been riding. When I'm finished, they gonna respect me. Give a damn if they don't really like me. When I started, didn't nobody help me. No support like didn't nobody hype me. Finally made a little name for myself. Now they calling me selfish and trifling. When I needed them, they wasn't there. But they swear that they always been riding. When I'm finished, they gonna respect me. Wonder how they don't see I got next shit. Is it cause I ain't with all that flexing? Or dropped a bag on a grill and a necklace? How the hell they don't see that I'm gifted? All this hate I receive, but I'm still here. If I make it, I probably get killed here. But that's a thought that nobody here live with. Get it? I don't just rap, I paint pictures. God like with this shit to be more specific. Anything I talk about, no one with it. So don't be deceived if I say you can get it. I'm hot as the heat in your mama kitchen. Why they trying to compete in no competition? All they coming for me, you gon' come up missing. Why you coming for me, I just come for rich. Stupid bitches give my props and compliment me. What you smoking, cause this shit here confidential. Know your role, cause this trap shit is consequential. Just stay focused and they can't do nothing with you. Stupid bitches give my props and compliment me. What you smoking, cause this shit here confidential. Know your role, cause this trap shit is consequential. I stay focused, now they can't do nothing with me. When I'm finished, they gonna respect me. Give a damn if they don't really like me. When I started, didn't nobody help me. No support like didn't nobody hype me. Finally made a little name for myself. Now they calling me selfish and trifling. When I needed them, they wasn't there. But they swear that they always been riding. When I'm finished, they gonna respect me. Give a damn if they don't really like me. When I started, didn't nobody help me. No support like didn't nobody hype me. Finally made a little name for myself. Now they calling me selfish and trifling. When I needed them, they wasn't there. But they swear that they always been riding.
If we had to end that, we would still be going probably about 5 hours.
Yo, shout out to J Problems. We rocking that selfish joint. He got a new one too. I gotta get it. Where he talks about his nephew that passed away. It was very deep, very deep. But I love watching him because he's grinding and stuff. The only thing with Jay Problems is I think like that sometimes he worries too much about his haters and just focus on the people that love you, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like haters is gonna hate. I mean, that's just my advice about I don't even worry about. And if you need any help, call Gunman number 2.
Don't call me. Call Tyrone. Don't call me.
He brings his own props.
Yeah, he brings his own props.
I'm an ex-Boy Scout. Be prepared is my motto. damn it.
Ex-Boy Scout?
Yes, be prepared is my motto.
I'm scared.
I'm just
scared.
saying.
You
That's
was in the
why.
Boy Scouts.
Yeah, that's why I learned to shoot at.
When they let thugs in the Boy Scouts.
Wait,
When I was 6 years
Boy
old.
Scouts let you shoot? Wait,
That's where I learned to shoot at. In the
y'all
Boy
was
Scouts.
shooting in the Boy Scouts?
Yeah, we had a rifle shooting merit badge.
Wow.
What the fuck? Would you just go to Boy Scouts or Hood Scouts? Sound like your lady after that. That sounds like Hood Scouts.
Wow. I'm gonna
That's
say
fucked up.
wow.
Did they tell you how fast you can run with a VCR?
35.5
The
seconds.
whole time I was gonna say, oh, that mean you know how to tie real mean not.
Yeah, I'm not talking about.
You know how to tie people up, huh?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, okay.
Huh?
Duct tape work, huh?
Yeah.
Nah, I mean, boy, I learned a lot of stuff from boy. I learned wilderness survival in Boy Scouts.
So,
Dang, Boy Scouts.
But I'm still shocked at the shooting.
Yeah, we learned. That's how I learned to become. That's why I was a certified marksman for a little while when I was.
certified. Oh, shit.
Yeah, you gotta shoot. What is it?
Bruh. First of all, how you gonna get attitude about being gunman number 2 and you just so...
You've been shooting since you was 6.
Because
Lady Antoinette.
gunman has a different
Lady,
tone to
did
it
you?
than
I'm sorry, we didn't. So we should put you as certified marksman number 2.
Right.
Been cool with it. I'm like, okay, I can take that.
The sharpshooter.
Yeah, I
over
mean,
here.
that's because
He gonna be on
With a
somebody-
glove and a mask.
Right, he's gonna be somebody's roof.
I like shooting. I've always.
I
been-
can't say nothing.
Don't want to be
because
called
I
gunman
do
number
too.
2, but he likes shooting.
Here's my thing. I can't say anything because I do too.
Mhm.
However,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna bring my own prop
Yeah.
to a video shoot.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just supposed to show. We only had one other gun on the scene on the set, right? So if I would have showed up as gunman number 2 with no gun, then how could I be gunman number 2, huh? So it's good that I bought my
You want to secure your want to secure
my
your job.
registered legal weapon
Mhm.
to the video shoot.
We gonna leave it at that. 'cause
Yeah, we gonna leave-
It was some illegal things that happened.
We're not talking about that.
I know. That's
We
what I
were
said. We
talking
gonna leave
about
it there.
the shoot and me being prepared.
Oh.
Looping back to the Boy Scout thing.
Oh, so Boy Scouts made you a prepared thug.
Yes.
Yeah, they
Okay.
got me used to handling firearms at a young age.
So CP3, we're gonna open up the lines.
Oh no.
Yes. Please
For the-
give us a call.
So for these next questions, so if any females that feel some type of way about what we're about to discuss, or even males that feel some type of way about what we'll discuss,
Mhm.
if you're on the feed and you can actually read, reading is fundamental. The first question states, what are the rules for a side chick or a side dude, actually? So CP3.
Oh damn, why you gotta go to me first? I know Jan might have some experience with a side dude.
Whoa.
Or she may have been.
I have to have a main dude to have a side dude.
The same way I am. I gotta be.
But what are your rules for your side chick?
what is your rule? Cause you've had some.
And I know you've been a side dude before.
Yeah,
what was some of those
exactly.
rules?
What's the rule? Tell us.
I don't even know if I can qualify those as side chicks because it wasn't like we had an ongoing thing. It was like, every once in a while.
Okay, the girl's sister.
That's a side chick, nigga.
The girls.
You had a main
That
girl.
was only one time though.
Oh, okay.
You what?
With the sister was
The,
only
sis,
one.
the girl's
Oh, the sister was only
Yeah.
one. Okay, but what about your side? Like, because I know you had a main chick.
Right.
Oh yeah, I did.
You,
I did.
And then you
Bob,
had a
now
side chick.
we didn't had multiple occasions in which you said
I had-
on this show
I had-
that you were a reformed male thought.
Right,
I
and
had
then on
to-
top of that, are we really sitting here trying to
Because I had different
define
situations. I had different
what a side
situations.
chick
Yeah,
is?
because I had different situations classified in my past of what I would classify as side chick as.
Okay, if you
So what
had
is-
a main chick and you had another one on the side
Nah,
that you dealt with,
see,
at
So what was
any
their
point in
what was their
time-
rules? What was their rules?
Well,
You lived with a girl at one point, right?
Yeah, but I never had a side chick when I lived with a chick before.
Oh, you didn't.
Okay, yeah, because
Well,
living with her, I
well.
guess it's too serious.
Wait a minute.
No, I was living with her. I was thinking about when they was
What?
living with me.
It's
I
the
used to-
same thing.
No.
You
See
living
that?
under the
no,
same
no. The way I would do things is, if I didn't really think he was gonna go nowhere, only my name would be on the lease.
So therefore, if she had to go, I give her 30 days. You gotta go.
If you guys lived under the same roof,
Why do you just make a simple question so
Right.
complicated?
Because I'm a complicated person. That's
So
why I
what are
said-
your rules for a side chick?
My rules, you just gotta. I mean, in that situation I've been in, you gotta, know your role. And I tell them point
what's
blank.
know your role?
Is this wrestling?
If you can,
Right.
Know your role and shut your mouth. You smell what CP3 is cooking?
Right.
No,
Know your role. Okay.
Know that you're the side chick for a reason. If you can't benefit me more than my main chick, you know your role. So don't try to come out of that role unless you're planning to do more for me than my main chick. If you're not willing or able to do it, stay in your lane. Shut
So
your
she
mouth.
can't try to be the number one. Is
I
what you're
mean,
saying.
if she can do for me what the main chick is doing for me, then you have that potential. But you have to remember, you're a side chick for a reason, because I am not a faithful motherfucker.
Do you promote side chicks?
Depends on the situation.
So you go? Would you promote a side chick to your main chick? Damn, it's a lot of silence.
What if she can do more than the main chick? Are you gonna promote her?
I think it's possible, but she got to do better than the main chick. And I haven't had that experience. I've never had that
All right,
experience.
side chicks. Apparently, y'all need to step your game up.
Well, that's what makes them the side chick, because they don't know how to.
So they just for play.
I mean, it depends on the situation. Like I said, I've been single for 6 years, so I haven't had a side chick for a while. So I don't know about this new generation. So I was referring to my time having side chicks back in the late 90s, early 2000s. I know I'm old. But now I don't know the rules because I'm single and I don't have a side chick.
But yeah, so your rules. We want to know your rules.
I mean, like I said, you gotta know your role, and the situation.
Do side chicks are allowed to kiss you on the lips?
Nah.
The way he said that,
I mean, because
it sounded like he had some personal experience from
That
it.
nigga
I
said.
actually had one of my
He's
side
like,
chicks try to kiss me in my mouth. No, you the side chick. I don't know. I don't know who else you smash. Just because you my side chick don't mean that you just only smashing me. You feel like you're a side chick that you can go and do whatever you want, or your girl's telling you, oh, he already got a girl, you can come out and party with us at the club, and shit gonna happen. So nah, I don't nah.
Would you get mad if your side chick had a dude?
If it complicates our situation, if I hit you up and be like, I'm trying to come through, and you're like, oh, with my boyfriend, yeah, that's gonna cause a problem.
Could a side chick smash one of your friends?
Oh.
Depends on how deep she is a side chick. Because if she just a random joint, yeah, she can pass around like a blunt.
Oh,
That ain't
my.
no big deal. But if it's somebody that I'm, hitting on the regular that might accidentally on purpose, forget to have a rubber on it sometimes,
Oh.
then yeah, I wouldn't pass that around. Because,
I don't think I'm grown enough for this
I'm
conversation.
just shit. Come on, especially with you drinking tequila, shit happens.
Whoa, I'm
So-
not drinking tequila at the moment.
I'm
though.
talking about
So-
pants.
So do now here's a really crazy question. Do side chick get oral pleasure?
Ooh, wow. Nah, you can't. If you can't kiss them, you can't lick them, dog.
Oh, that's your
No
your
lollipop?
Motto? That's your motto. Is that your motto?
I just made that up. I just
that was cute.
Thank you,
That
thank
was cute.
Because I mean, well, like I said, it depends on the relationship of the side chick. If she's a constant side chick, you're still on a regular basis, and you trust her that she's not out doing things that would endanger you. But having the main chick, you don't really want to do that because you don't want to take nothing like that. You don't want to go home and kiss your girl after that shit. I know some trifling dudes that have done that before.
Have you been that
No,
type?
I haven't.
Okay.
The
You
worst-
know we gotta ask.
The worst
you know.
I've done.
We gotta ask when it comes to
I
you.
understand. I understand. The worst I've done is not washing my dick after.
So you fucked a side chick with a dirty dick?
Yeah, but she kind of forced me to.
Okay, wait. Let me ask you this. So, is it safe to believe that you go home to your girl, you don't wash, but you'll let her give you head?
It only happened one time because she didn't let me wash my
That
dick.
one time in band camp?
No, because it was a situation where I was out, we was all out chilling,
Oh,
and my
my
side
goodness.
chick had walked up, and my girl was still at work,
Mm-hmm.
and she wanted to, give me some oral pleasure, let's just say.
And did you say stop? My dick is dirty.
No, well, it was clean when she got it.
But when
But
your
then
girl
after I
got it,
finished, the thing is, I was around back getting taken care of. My girl rolled up early from work in front. I had just completed the mission, and as I'm finishing,
My girl put up, my cousin yelled back, "Hey, what's up, Stephanie? How you doing today?" So
He just totaled himself.
hey, bro.
Did you just use
I'm
names?
using names. I'm using names tonight. I don't care. My past coming out because I know somebody.
Oh man, see Jay-Z and this Duce got the niggas spilling beans.
Right.
Niggas already know
because
because everybody that's watching was there that night most likely because she pulled my card. She was like, I'm trying to take care of him and he's scared. What you gonna do 151 if you in a group of your folks, y'all drinking and chilling out, having a good time on a Friday night, and a chick that you're trying not to defile pulls your card in front of all your folks and say you're scared. What would you do, sir?
You're not trying to defile her if that's what you do.
But I was trying to be good that night. I was trying to be a good dude.
You
and
didn't try that hard.
What would you do if you got called out in your circle of folks and y'all out there drinking, having a good time, and she basically called you a punk, say you scared to let her take care of you? What would you do, sir?
What would I do?
Yes, sir.
Well, what year is it?
This is, let's say, between 97 and 99.
Oh, that's an easy situation.
Yeah. What would you do, sir?
I would give her a couple shots of 151. Little puke her brains out. And be like, you still want to do that now?
So you would not defile her?
Honestly.
That was a long pause.
It was. Would I probably would, especially back then. Honestly, yeah. Yeah, I would.
Oh my goodness.
I heard some crickets chirping during that
Right, he
pause.
was like,
How do I want to answer
his
this?
mouth moved, and then
nothing came out.
Would I or would not? Yeah,
See, my soul wanted to answer, but my brain was like, shut up. Brain was like, don't say nothing.
So, I mean, situations happen. That's the only time I didn't get a chance. I did feel bad at that time after when it happened. And that was
You felt bad?
I actually felt bad that she did that.
Did you cry?
Hell no, I enjoyed that nut though. Told my motherfucking toes curled and everything.
Well, I have never had a side dude.
You never had a side dude?
Never had a side dude. And then, if I was a side chick, I ain't know it.
Say never?
No, I've never had a side dude.
Why you say it like that? Because it's like, oh wow.
You mean?
But hold on. When you met me, I was married.
Oh yeah, see, we never really talked that way.
But no, think about my demeanor. At
Yeah,
that
so that's what I
time.
said. Your demeanor was like, leave me the fuck alone. And I did. I went up front. I said, hey, Janet, how you doing? And I kept it moving. I didn't try to flirt. Didn't try to, hey, Janet, you like you about your business? You like you cut some motherfucker out or backhand them if they come across you wrong? So I'm going to stay on your good side. Hope you have a good morning. And I'm going back to work.
So at the end of the day, I've never had a side dude.
Oh damn.
Never.
But if you did have one,
what
would his rules be?
I mean, I guess it's kind of funny because I would have to agree with this guy over here. Know your role.
Does it hurt your soul a little bit having to agree with Carol?
It does.
Come on over to the box.
No, I don't want to do it. No. But it's just like, I mean, I'm an honest person. So if I were to have a side dude, like, he would definitely have to know the whole situation. You know what I mean?
So I saw an interesting picture on Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a chick, it wasn't just a picture, it was a story. And it was a chick who had her husband and her side dude.
Oh, in the same picture?
Yes.
Yeah.
And they were all in the same relationship. And she was bad. One, I'm going to tell you this. She was bad. And they looked happy together. All three of them.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it could have been me.
Yeah.
But.
Because, yeah, I mean, two females, like, it's the same thing with the threesome. You know, because like I say, two dudes and a chick. It's not a threesome. It's called a G. So
how do we get there?
I'm just saying.
First of all, you sound real passionate about that.
Because that's a classic misconception that a threesome is two dudes and a chick. No, that's a G.
Okay. Or a train or whatever.
Yeah. So I mean, that's the same thing with the polygamy thing. I could see myself with two women, but I couldn't see myself in a relationship with a dude and a chick. It just
that's the thing. I could probably have a side dude if I were in that circumstance, right? Because I don't like to be dishonest. I'm very blunt, and I don't want to have to keep up with a lie. I don't want to have to remember the
That's
lies
true.
I told
Yeah, that's
you.
But so
I
if
don't want to do that.
now question though, so say if you were in that situation, could you actually have a husband and a side dude if they knew about each other?
Yeah, I
That
could.
that's a lot.
I mean,
It's a lot, but if everyone, you have to do what works for you. So for me, if I were in that situation, everybody will know what it is. You know what I mean? And you have to be respectful of each other, your wants, your needs, all that. You know. So.
I mean, I've been on both sides. I had a bisexual girlfriend that we were long distance, and she would actually send her girlfriends over to take care of me, so I wouldn't go cheat with some random joint. So
And you messed it up.
I didn't mess it up. We were just in two different places. I was close to 30. She had just graduated college, still in her graduating party thing. I'm not gonna try to go into too much detail because she might be watching, and I don't want no phone calls today. But
Yeah,
You can call 240-324-6110.
Like Miss Cleo, call me now.
Can I have one show where my heart don't jump out my chest when the
First of all, wait a minute.
Anyway.
You brought that shit up.
I'm just saying. That's why I
If
wasn't
you're
going
watching, we
into
would
great
love to
detail.
hear from you. You don't have to tell us your name.
Because it was
But please do.
I mean, I know I've been a fortunate dude to be in some situations that I've been in, and I know I fucked them up too. But it wasn't just because I was fucking them up. It was situations. But that wasn't called for. That was like that audience joint.
Aw.
Oh.
She was like, oh, he's bullshitting again. Oh,
But,
that's so cute. Him and his little lies are so cute.
I mean, because that situation was cool, but like I said, I couldn't see because I've been in a G before, and it was.
Oh, wait. See, nigga,
It was.
you
Like
can't.
I had one.
You cannot make a statement like that and think you just gonna skip over the story.
And he'll try to slide.
You see, no one even asked you about it, but since you mentioned it,
Because it ties into kind of what we talking about.
okay, then tell us the story.
It
What was her name? How old? It was you and your boy.
It was actually his friend. It was a roommate. When I had a roommate, I was living in Capitol Heights another time. And
Capitol Heights again.
You know,
You was working at Frito-Lay?
yeah, I'm still working at Frito.
Was I working there when you were doing this flirtatious activities, these things? That you were doing?
This was like 2000. This is for my dad, so this was like 2002, 2003.
Okay, no, I wasn't. I was
So-
still living in another state.
Okay, I was renting out a house. Capitol Heights had a roommate, and we apart. He was an electrician. He was a wild dude. He used to bowl. He used to hustle bowling and shit. I didn't know you could hustle bowling and shit. He would actually go to the bowling alley, come home with like $200-300 for hustling niggas bowling.
Wow.
Yeah, I didn't even know. I know you can hustle anything, but I was like, damn, nigga hustling and bowling. But he had some loose friends that would come through sometimes, and I had some loose friends that would come through sometimes, and we'd party or whatever. And then sometimes shit would kick off, but I normally have me a chick. So it was one night I ain't have a chick. He had a little nothing special. A chick came through. So they came on my side of the house. We was chilling, smoking, do a little herbal medication, and sipping on some drinks. And I was minding my business. I went, they went on their side of the house. I was, laid on the couch watching TV. Next thing I know, my man texted me, was like, yo, dog, my folks want to holler at you. What you talking about? My folks in the room. Come to the room. I'm like, huh? What?
Now you thought no red flag.
I mean, like I said, we was cool. So, we had been living together for probably about a year. So we was cool. I met him through a mutual friend. And we ain't never had no problems. He paid his rent on time. He actually had the DirecTV, had the football package. I had cable. So we was, living a good life. Two bastards, wasn't paying that much. It was still 2002, so rent wasn't that bad.
Around the house.
I mean, it was 2002, 2003. We was living life. I was making good money at Frito. My rent wasn't, rent wasn't crazy. I was paying like $800 to rent out a whole house. So you know what I'm saying. So it was a good time. It was a good time. So he was like, come in the room, bring a little something, a little herbal medication with you. All right, don't come in the room. She want to join butt naked. My man was like, hey, she's trying to, have a little fun.
I cannot.
I said, for real? I was like, all right, well, I'm going to go ahead and roll. I thought y'all wanted to smoke. I'm going to go ahead and roll. He's like, nah, she talking about she trying to have some I was like, oh, for real? And automatically, me being me, I was like, all right, if you're going to do this, it's going to be rules, bro. You stay on your half of the torso, I stay on my half of the torso.
Oh, my goodness.
Don't be looking at me.
This story.
Keep the lights off.
You didn't make eye contact.
Nah, the lights is off. That's G etiquette. You cannot make eye contact when you're in the middle of the G. If you do, you will get smacked the shit out of by me.
Did y'all high five?
I wasn't aware that there were rules.
Well, you have to see that. That's the problem.
Enlightening us.
People don't have rules, and that's why we're in this world we're in now. You have to have rules for everything. You might not follow them all the time, but you have to have them.
You're a sick person.
How is that sick?
I mean, it's just really.
You gotta have rules, man. If you don't stand for something, you fall for anything.
You're such a thought.
I'm just saying. How am I wrong?
You need to get a Superman shirt, but take the S off and put the C on it.
Such a thought.
I'm just saying, if you have rules, like I've lived by rules my whole life. I've done some messed up things.
We know.
But I haven't got screwed over because of them, because I have rules.
Oh.
There's only certain things I will and won't do. And I won't cross those lines.
What line will
What
you
line?
cross?
You just
Like,
G. You just G somebody with a like. You done G'd and pissed on the chick. What's next? The only thing
I won't shit on her.
you won't.
Literally.
Oh, that's your line.
I won't shit
Oh,
on her.
great.
Oh.
No, that you have a line.
So you won't defecate on
I
her.
don't defecate on
Yeah.
her. I mean, I've never had anyone say it like that, so I'm not gonna do that.
Lady Antoinette. He said, well, I mean, he was really strong. He was like, well, you know how I mean, you know. And she asked at least one.
We in the shower, you know.
Let me cop a squat. He's nasty ass.
What is wrong with you?
Something wrong with you,
I
dude.
told you, man, I'm different, man. I've been through some things,
Different is
man.
not the word for
I've
it.
been through some
This
things.
is different than just fucking nasty.
There are a lot of people that are different. This surpasses different.
I know. I told you I'm a unique individual.
Unique is
Can we-
you're not even there either. Like we don't have a word for you.
You just nasty. So let's go to this next question. God save us. I'm almost tempted to play a video because you're.
Like we.
Because sometimes I just need a break.
Direction and then it just went all the way over here.
I'm just saying, we always gonna
See,
get somewhere.
CB3, we start right here,
Yeah.
and then we end up across the street with you.
And I told you that's how I am, man.
No, across the street, down the street.
That's what I said.
Make a couple,
People-
like a left here, a right here.
People put that line in the sand like, don't cross right here. They want to go an inch of a line. I'm going all the way to fucking California.
We know
man.
this.
Yeah, we know this.
Exactly.
We know
And
this.
that's what makes me me, and that's why people love me.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm not sure about the love part.
Well, some people love me.
I was about to say because I'm still waiting for that one call. We do need a caller to call in
No, we don't.
to express
No, we don't.
their thoughts and
Look
feelings.
into my eyes. No, we don't. We don't need no calls. Like I said, I'm a changed man. We're talking about in my 20s and early 30s. I'm about to be 43 next
Oh man, you.
You drinking?
I'm grown.
I don't think I want to know.
That's the darkest color milk ever. Is that chocolate? What is that? Douce flavored milk or chocolate?
It's something new. It's a special kind that we gotta get this from.
Yeah. Okay.
I ain't never seen one of that.
Yo. Okay. I did. You know what?
And then you chase it with a beer.
I think I gotta play a video. I can't even ask the other questions. I get all this CP3 shit out my system. So yeah,
Now I'm imagining him pooping on everybody, like in the shower, of course.
Honestly, my stomach issues, I wouldn't be a pretty face, so I would never do that.
you know what? Bye. The mics are being shut off. This is JP the Prince. I don't know what to say. I just don't know what to say. And any reference that want to call in and pray for CP3, please do.
JP, Major, you going crazy. Prince. Wish I could hang out with my partners on some Key and Peele. I can't trust no one, niggas fluky, Jesus, take the wheel. Gotta keep that Nina on me, niggas flip out what's the deal. Swear I ain't to shoot nobody, but trust me, nigga, I will. Wish I could hang out with my partners on some Key and Peele. I can't trust no one, niggas fluky, Jesus take the wheel. Gotta keep that Nina on me, niggas flip out, what's the deal? I swear I ain't had to shoot nobody, but trust me, nigga, I will. Right now I'm done broke, but I'm living expensive. Get the Bentley, then I flip it. I gotta go out and get it. I gotta grab from a meal, gotta run up to Tatis Analytics. Gotta go pop me a pill, it's crazy that you niggas really do not even get it. Twist it, flip it, pop it, spin it, kick it. I got it, go get it. Fit it, head up on my head with Detroit on it, you don't get it. Eastside baby like the party, if she show it, I'ma grip it. Shoot my shot like I'm Scott Pippen, pussy juices on my hang out with my partners on some Key and Peele. I can't trust no one, niggas fluky, Jesus take the wheel. Gotta keep that Nina on me, niggas flip out, what's the deal? I swear I ain't to shoot nobody, but trust me, nigga, I will. Wish I could hang out with my partners on some Key and Peele. I can't trust no one, niggas fluky, Jesus take the wheel. Gotta keep that Nina on me, niggas flip out, what's the deal? I swear I ain't to shoot nobody, but trust me, nigga, I will. When I hit it, I'm relentless. Gotta get out of feelings. When I pull up with the partners, yeah, I'm clutching, I ain't slipping. Leave the bodies on the scene, don't move, don't make no quick decisions. But every action is a reaction. Move too quick, I got precision. I ain't even from the hood, it's 7 more suburbs, 7 just hood. Smoke me some gas, then I run it up. I do it like a king should. Probably my dog give a wood. Might say I don't think I should. Now, baby, I feel like shoes. Bring your chick, I give a wood. Hang out with my partners on some Key and Peele. I can't trust no one, niggas fluky, Jesus take the wheel. Gotta keep that Nina on me, niggas flip out, what's the deal? I swear I ain't to shoot nobody, but trust me, nigga, I will. Wish I could hang out with my partners on some Key and Peele. I can't trust no one, niggas fluky, Jesus take the wheel. Gotta keep that Nina on me, niggas flip out, what's the deal? I swear I ain't to shoot nobody, but trust me, nigga, I will.
Oops.
Talking about, boy, I'm a ride. Since day one, I've been about mine. Rest in peace to the real ones that die. Got me feeling like the illest alive. If a nigga tell you different, he lie. Cause you can see the shit in my eyes. On the front line whenever it's time. Got me feeling like the illest alive. 100 forever, bullshit to the side. Get yours, cause I'ma get mine. By any means, young is gon' survive. Got me feeling like the illest. Got me feeling like the illest. Got me feeling like the illest alive. Got me feeling like the illest. Boy, I'm a dog, let the crow my dog. Did you kill my dog? We don't have no leashes, so shit can get greasy if you get the geek. And it's thick like a flat bro, so pleasure allegiance to me. I've been working on fighting my demons, but they keep haunting me in my dreams. They say it's money outside, and you in here sleeping. I rush back disturbing the face. See, man, I'm up right now, but you had to be down when my niggas was down just to see what I mean. On the scene for you niggas to see what I see. Unthinkable things that I've done for this cream. Cash rules everything around me, especially in the gutter where them fuckers found me. Have a nigga put cash on it, that's a bounty. I be quick to pick it up like bounty. Fuck is you talking about, boy, I'm a ride. Since day one, I've been about mine. Rest in peace to the real ones that die. Got me feeling like the illest alive. If a nigga tell you different, he lie. You can see the shit in my eyes. On the front line whenever it's time. Got me feeling like the illest alive. 100 forever, bullshit to the side. Get yours, cause I'ma get mine. By any means, young is gon' survive. Got me feeling like the illest. Got me feeling like the illest. Got me feeling like the illest alive. Got me feeling like the illest. To the niggas that really know about me, know the game wouldn't be the same without me. I've been putting in big work out in the county. In the district, you can get it for a bounce fee, but the best thing you can do for me is out me. Cause you niggas always running at the mouthpiece. I don't want none of you feeling niggas to scout me. You heard about me, but don't know nothing about me. See, the problem you losers don't live by the code. I was raised by a gangster, that's all that I know. I said what there is to be so, without ever selling my soul. If they catch me off cold, I ain't telling the soul. But these weak niggas fold. By the time you hit the court, ain't no telling who. But what he done told, he done took the cigarette, shook hands with them folks, and now he gotta go. What is you talking about, boy? I'm a ride. Since day one, I've been about mine. Rest in peace to the real ones that die. Got me feeling like the illest alive. If a nigga tell you different, he lie. Cause you can see the shit in my eyes. On the front line whenever it's time. Got me feeling like the illest alive. 100 forever, bullshit to the side. Get yours, cause I'ma get mine. By any means, young is gon' survive. Got me feeling like the illest. Got me feeling like the illest. Got me feeling like the illest alive. Got me feeling like the illest.
Okay, we're back with CP3, Defecating 3, and
Shitty
Lady.
bang bang baby.
You know what?
And now we know why he's single.
You
Yes,
know.
we do.
Oh
Yeah,
man.
We know
yeah.
why
It's
he's
a
single.
vast
and
number of reasons why.
This is
Yeah.
just a mess.
I'm just
So-
like,
The next question I had is being submissive a bad thing in a relationship?
No.
Why?
Well, for me, being submissive, for me personally, is there are times where your significant other, your spouse, whoever, should be able to lead and you follow. With me being a female, you can talk bad about me if you want, but there are certain traditional aspects that I feel should not change. Um, if I'm in a relationship, my man leads, I follow. That doesn't mean that my voice doesn't count. That doesn't mean that I will never lead. There may be situations where he follows suit for me. So you should be able to be submissive to your significant other, male or female. There are times where you do have to submit and say, you know what, you got it. I might be better with finances and he's not. That would be his time to submit and say, you know what, you got this. You handle that. So for me, I feel like it is important to do.
It sounds like for you, it's more like a two-way street.
It is a two-way street, but overall, I would respect my man as the leader of my household. Period.
Bet. Defecated 3.
No way.
Submissive doesn't mean that you say, "Hey, baby, lay down while I take a shit on you." But
Yeah, please don't. Please don't do something. Because
depends on how much money is
Oh my
involved.
God. Anyway,
This is a very interesting topic coming from the male perspective because
that's why I'm glad we have Lady Antoinette here because it's not all just one-sided.
yeah, no doubt. Because I've been on both sides. I've been, in my opinion, submissive to the fact that I allowed my significant other to basically talk to me however way she wanted to, and I basically took it because I didn't have my self-worth right then. I thought that I had to settle for this situation, and because of my previous situation. So having a submissive mindset, depending on what you're going through and what your relationship is based off of, can be a bad thing coming from the male perspective because a lot of folks don't understand when you go through that, why you're going through that. Some of my buddies, I would talk to them and they were like, dude, you just need to roll, bro. It's not a healthy relationship. But because I didn't have a good self-opinion of myself at that time and felt like nobody wanted to be with me, I felt like that's, the only relationship I was going to get in. I stayed in a bad relationship for a while and chose to be submissive, do everything she asked, and still was treated like shit. So in that aspect, it can be a bad way, but when you have a partner that understands it isn't that selfish mentality that you can have that so-called submissive, dominant relationship, it's a thin line because saying those things, saying those words, just like when I say with black power and white power and black pride and white pride, when you hear black power and white power, you automatically think something negative because having power means somebody else has weakness. So therefore, by saying he or she is submissive, that means someone else has power over them. And depending on the mindset of that person, they can look at that as a negative, even though, as you spoke on, the traditional so-called woman's role in some aspects to, follow the man's lead, in the proper situation, i.e. marriage, not just boyfriend, because we know fuck boys come in all shapes and sizes of boyfriend. Until they put a ring on it, they don't own it. You shouldn't do nothing, that you don't want to do for a boyfriend. When it's your husband and y'all building a life together, then yeah, you have those conversations, but that doesn't mean that you should automatically bow down and do what he says if you don't feel comfortable or don't like what he's bringing to you. Have that conversation, and he should be able to,
respect your decision if you choose not to. That's the one thing I always say with my relationship, that we should be able to agree to disagree. If we're not going to sit here yell, cuss, and fuss because nothing's going to get accomplished. And if she proceeds to do that, I will just sit there and look at her. And when she's finished ranting and raving, I will ask her, all right, now you're done. Now can we have a civilized conversation? Or do you want to yell some more? Because we can sit here and yell, and I can guarantee by the end of it, your feelings are going to be hurt because I want to say some cold-blooded shit that I don't care, because at that point I'm in it for just irritation. If I'm telling you, let's just take some time to chill, think about things and have a calm conversation, but you want to go off and play the angry black woman, white woman, Asian woman, whoever I'm with, and we can play that game, but it's not going to turn out well for you because I'm an asshole. So.
You know what? The more you drink, the more you spit the truth.
I mean, I've
But
always
then
said I was
the
an
way
asshole.
he spits it, though.
Yeah,
It's uncut.
No, it's not just uncut.
Because I try to.
It has this anger behind
No,
it.
it's like, I forgot what comedian it was, but he said it perfectly. Men, we speak truth, but it comes to our heart, and then we soften it up because man, truth is hurtful.
Wait, you softened that up?
No, well, kind of, sort of. It could have got a lot worse.
When?
Okay, so first, we have a situation where you say you have a line, but then you let us know that you would actually cross that line.
I mean,
So
money
there is no line.
involved. I mean,
But we're not going to go back there right now. Now you're telling me that when you spit the truth, that you soften it first?
If I'm in a relationship, yes, definitely.
Oh,
I have
if
to.
you're in a
Yeah, we're
relationship.
speaking of a relationship.
And so you're not in a relationship now,
Then
so
it
therefore
develops
a
the
lot
wrong.
of things
Yeah,
that
it's
come out
just
your mouth are
uncut.
not softened.
No. Well,
Okay,
I try to. It depends
When?
on the person. It depends on the person I'm talking to.
So question: when you were submissive to the female, did you feel you were being less than a man because you were submissive?
Not until after I got out of the relationship.
So
As
it
I
took
was
some
in it, I felt
time.
like I was being a good man because I was stepping up, helping her raise her son. I was taking her to work. I got her job. I was taking her to work, picking her up. I was doing basically everything to try to uplift her. But because of her mindset and dealings with her baby daddy, and she couldn't have her own mind when it came to him, it just
So do
You
you
were being used.
yeah? Do you view that
in
might not
certain
be
ways, yeah.
that might not even be submissive? That was more like me. But do you view being a male being submissive as being weak?
It depends on which aspects of submissive we're talking. If we're talking about financially and letting yourself get walked over and taken advantage of, yeah. But if it's like she was saying, if the woman is better with the finances, and I say, look, I need you to help me get my budget together.
So because when we two different things. When a woman here saying something like, you see how she answered the question when I said about being submissive and how she broke it down. As men, when we hear submissive, we hear weak.
Yeah, because it's a whole different context coming from a man's
Because
perspective.
our perspective is
We have to be strong.
yes.
Right. But you can be strong and submit. I'm a strong woman,
Yeah, no doubt.
but I know how to submit.
But see, that's the catch.
But I think that's why I want to teach people with this dialogue. That's why we have it. Like something happened. I was watching TV or something, and it came in my mind. I was like, hell, this be nice. This be a nice thing to talk about on the show.
Watching, lowered expectations.
Something I don't know. That's from a movie too.
Yes, it was.
And the concept of it had me thinking because men review it's trigger words. So men, when we hear submissive is a trigger word for a man because when we hear it, we automatically think weak.
Mhm.
When a woman hears it, she says, "You know what? We are submissive to each other," and it show the value of the word, and open your eyes to something different.
Well, I'm
we
gonna
don't
be
even
real.
talk that word for real.
Well, no, I'm gonna be real. So growing up, I was a tomboy. I ran the streets, playing football, the whole nine. Okay, that version of me would not have submitted to any man. Okay, as I got older, and I was schooled by women. Believe it or not, I was schooled by older women in my life about submitting. And then it was like a light switch. It was just, it clicked on, like, oh. Like, and then I think back to my grandmother or my aunts, my mom, you know, and how they were in their relationships, how they ran the household,
Yeah.
okay? They ran the household, but they submitted to their spouse. If something wasn't right, they take him to the side, speak to him. Their voice and their opinion still mattered. But ultimately, they submitted to their spouse. Now we take that concept and you take it into this new age where, you know, things are different. Dynamics and relationships are different. You know, sometimes the woman's the breadwinner. I swear I just had this conversation. But sometimes the woman is the breadwinner. Even in that situation, if the woman is a breadwinner, I still feel like you should still respect your man as the head of the household. Because head of household does not always mean finance. So there are a lot of men who only submit when they're making less than their spouse or their significant other. And that's not how it should go. It's like a two-way street. If I'm better at something, then let me take that. But like you said, some men think that submitting means weak. So even if the spouse is better at, you know, managing the budget for the household, I gotta be the man. I still gotta do it.
Well, if you would
And
think,
what happens? You may fail.
yeah, the thing about it is, if you'd asked me this question 20 years ago,
You wouldn't submit it. You
fuck
wouldn't
no.
submit- Right.
Because in my mind, it's weak.
Right.
I mean, let's dig into why it's considered weak.
It's considered weak because we were taught women submit, men don't.
That's one aspect of it. Another aspect of it is when most men have been hurt by a woman is when they have submitted and given the trust to them, and
I think that's just
and most of those times it came at the bite of me. No, I've never fully submitted to a woman. Like I said, my name is on most of the relationships I've been in where I live with a female. My name was on the lease alone because if it didn't work out, she was getting the fuck out.
right, but you felt you have animosity towards that relationship where you felt you did submit.
Okay, no, I don't say now I don't because I think that's what made me into the man I am today. That I am ready for a
Oh,
relationship.
so we need her to call. Okay, got you.
What's her name?
And we need her to call
No,
right
sir.
now.
No, sir.
What's her name? I got you.
Because I need to find her. Is she on Facebook? I need to find her now.
I know you FBI. You Facebook investigator. I ain't fucking with you. But at first, I mean, because like I said, it was a combination of me being a person who I was, and I had some learning and growing to do, and the situation. Like I said, I don't really look at it as she used me as the more the fact that I was trying to help her out of her situation. And I'm not saying because we were together for 6 years, but only lived together for 2. We worked together for 4 years,
Okay.
and sometimes 2 people just can't live together. I think the relationship was cool, but when we started living together, because she had so many underlying issues that she had never dealt with, she never went to therapy or embraced it. Then the fact that I think I tried to overcompensate for me understanding and giving her time to try to mature or get through those things, but she wasn't ready at that point in her life to get over those things, and I had to accept that, and that's when I ended up moving on, and because I felt like I had screwed over too many good females that I was with before, and I felt like I was too judgmental in my past where I might have ended some relationships early because I didn't want to put the work in.
Right.
So I felt like I'm going to put the work in, put the dedication in, and I'm going to be positive instead of saying this ain't going to work, I'm gone, fuck this, I'm going to go holler at my, whatever. I gave it an honest try, and it taught me, about compassion and empathy, because that was one thing I said. I didn't know what the fuck those words meant.
Right.
I would abuse women, and I actually had a woman ask me, do you don't have any compassion? And I looked at her there in the face like, what the fuck is compassion? I don't know what it is.
Damn, dude.
But I do have
I'm
a
serious.
question.
I had no idea.
So in that relationship, do you regret submitting to her?
Mm-mm. Because it wouldn't have made me to the man I am today.
Have you ever cried in front of a female?
Yep. After my dad passed, a few females I've cried in front of that I had a close bond with, that I met. I've actually, because this month, October, is always a rough month. August is his birthday, and October is his death day. So these times are always hard for me, and it always seems like I either meet a female or I hook back up with a female at those times, and then when it hits me, if I feel comfortable enough with them and it comes out, I don't like run away and run to the bathroom or whatever. I just let it out. There's nothing wrong with a man crying. I know, like you said, 20 years ago, you probably wouldn't have said that, but you got to get that shit out. No person is an island and can do everything in life by themselves. You have to have support. You got to let that shit out, because if not, you're going to snap. And that's what I used to do. I used to snap because I didn't know how to let my tears out, let my emotion out of me being in a, feeling weak or feeling defeated or feeling whatever. I didn't know how to let that out, so it would turn to anger and frustration, and then I would lash out. Now, I get it out in comedy and, radio shows, cracking jokes with y'all and saying outrageous shit on there just to, get a reaction. Some true, some not true, but we're not going to talk
Okay.
about
We're not going to go into that.
I mean, you just admit on the air that you G'd a girl, man.
Right. And
You missed the
You try to
admit.
tell, hold
Possibly.
on. You try to tell me you ain't never been in that situation, even my brother.
No.
And you said you would defecate.
You know why? Because
I-
because honestly, I probably walked away from situations like that. Truthfully.
Why are you making that face? Why you don't believe him? So you think
I'm
everybody
not going to say
is...
nothing on there. We're going to talk off
But
air.
hold on. So you think everybody's thotastic like you?
Everybody's had an escapade in it. I'm not saying it was a threesome or a G.
A G?
No, an escapade. They've had a
Oh.
freaky situation, a lifestyle party, or they accidentally on purpose ended up at a swinger party they didn't know it was a swinger party, but was a swinger party. Everybody's had, Janet, I know you're the good girl, but I know from either college or in your 20s, you might have had
A what?
a party escapade weekend or something.
A party escapade weekend.
Like after you broke up with a dude and you like, fuck it, girl, we going out of town, we going to ball out, fuck that nigga, I'm going to forget that nigga, I'm going to just go out and wild out.
So you think I was just going out of town?
I'm not
smashing
saying
off random men?
I'm not saying every, no, I'm not saying that. If you had a friend in another state, like, girl, let's go visit my friend, whatever, we ain't really done nothing, but, we've talked before. And, something. I mean, you've had to have one of those weekends where you just got to and let your hair down and be like, fuck it, we're going to have some fun. Not saying you went out and smashed two or
Okay,
three
because
dudes
I
or
can
whatever.
go out and have fun, but we're talking sexcapades that you're having. So are you?
But I'm not
are
saying
you
they're
saying
random.
that
They don't have to be random.
I
sexcapades.
was having?
I'm
these
saying
things?
with your life, you've had to have at least one
One sexcapade.
weekend, or day.
Sexcapade weekend.
Weekend or day. You've had to have one. Come on now, Janet.
Weekend or day.
This
But
Lady Antoinette. You had to have one.
that's my thing. That's my question to you. Because what are you trying to say a sexcapade weekend is?
I mean,
because
just cut
you're
loose.
confusing me right now.
Oh well, we do have two different definitions. But
Right,
I mean,
that's what I'm.
just to have fun, no cares. I'ma just go have fun this weekend. No consequences. I'ma just go have
With a
fun.
boo.
With or without.
I'm so confused.
I'm very
How?
You trying to tell me you've never had
Like I've gone and had fun for a weekend with my friends. But you're talking
Okay,
about adding sexcapades in it?
Have
Is
you
that
ever
what
had
you're
a one night stand?
No.
Damn, that's crazy. It's just hard to believe that you haven't had a one.
Why is that?
Because
hard to
everybody has. I figured everybody has had at least one.
Okay, first of all, I married young.
Oh yeah, that's true too.
And we already established that I don't cheat. So
That's why I never understood that getting married young thing.
I mean, I don't
I mean,
necessarily
they was happy.
regret it because it made me the woman that I am today.
I get it. I'm just
Yeah.
saying, like I got a coworker that's 20. I think he said he's like 22, 23. He's engaged to get married.
I was married by then.
See, I mean, now, I understand you getting caught up in a relationship and thinking that that's what you want, but just looking back at the big scope of things, like, you're 22, 23, you have your whole life ahead of you, haven't experienced anything, but you think you're in love and you find a person.
But what
that's
about
gonna
those
be-
people who have experienced?
Yeah, I
something
mean,
like that?
there are cases where that happens, but I haven't met many. That
Well,
have
I
been
will say
successful.
this: as far as I'm concerned, I don't feel like I personally was too young, okay, to get married. However, I got married too fast. If that makes any sense, there's a
It
difference. There's a difference between the two.
True. I mean, but they kind of not necessarily go hand in hand, but one of them leads to the other. Because if you were older, you would have took more time. You wouldn't have rushed into it.
Well, it was extenuating circumstances for my situation.
I can take that.
Yeah.
We all have those.
So.
But yeah, it's I still can't get over it. One. Just one.
Why do I need to have
I'm
one?
not saying you need to. I just figured everybody had experience, like
I'm
that.
very particular
I am
about
too.
who I deal with.
I am too. Yeah. Old boy don't just get up with anybody. I feel you.
Okay.
But
You said what?
old boy don't.
Wait, 151. Did you hear this? He said, "Old boy don't just get with any old body."
No, he don't. He hit the Pac-Man on the quick.
I actually feel opposite about you.
No, nah. If I could do anything, I wouldn't be going through this pandemic situation I'm going through right
Okay,
now.
but that's now. The
Yeah,
old you.
exactly. I've had females offer
You
their
didn't knock
services.
down some. Never mind.
Hold up. Name me one questionable joint that I had.
I'm just saying you just.
You talking about the one the
No.
you talking about the family fun day? That's when you bring it up. I was in my stripper phase, man. What, man? Damn it.
When aren't you in your stripper phase?
Right now, because the club's closed. Shit.
Wait, they didn't reopen?
Some of them are. Then when I was doing security, I can't because it served alcohol, not in
You
food.
need to be living in Atlanta if that's the case.
No, just too many of the
They were
alphabet
still
co-
stripping in
It's
the
too many of the
pandemic.
alphabet community down there. I'm not, when I went down there before it hit
You don't want
hard.
to be fooled.
That I ain't trying to be looking at hand size when you got an Adam's apple. Like, it cuz be dark, man. Might get tricked on some bullshit. But yeah, the last time I was down in Atlanta, that's when we had just started getting that way. That was like 97, 98. I think that was All Star.
You was down there for Freaknik?
No, I was down there for All Star weekend.
Yeah, okay.
I've never been to a Freaknik, but I was too young for the full effect of Freaknik.
Oh, you was?
I was only like 14,
You was
15.
not too young.
I was only like 14, 15 when
The
Freaknik.
last one?
I don't even know what the last one was.
Well, no, they had a newer one in recent years.
It wasn't the
Well, I heard
same.
after
Before
I
that,
heard
you-
after they stopped and it wasn't the same. I
Yeah.
don't want to go to the
Right.
water down.
But I mean, back in the day, no, they
I
were
wanna
still
be there,
going
like,
on
loop.
when you could have gone.
I want to be in them joints that was like the loop parties.
Oh my god. Yeah, those were still going on when you were of
Oh,
age.
see, I wouldn't really go. I wasn't really traveling in
No.
there. I was stuck in Maryland for different reasons.
Sorry.
But yeah, man, it's just we all go through our stripper phase, all males. Some females too go through their stripper phase. That should be funny though.
What?
Yeah,
What you mean?
they enjoy being with male strippers, even though most of them are gay. They, some of them swing both ways.
How you know most of them gay?
I've done security at male and female strip.
Okay, and in your opinion, most of the male strippers are gay.
At least the ones that I spoke to said they were either gay or bisexual.
Oh my goodness.
Exactly. That's why I don't understand why the females.
I mean, I'm saying, oh my goodness, because I mean, I don't frequent male strip clubs.
I don't either. I
However,
did security one time, and I told him, "Don't never put me on detail again." And he put me on a detail for a gay male. Like they put me on detail for gay
well, I
lesbian
mean,
parties
of
at school.
course, you're gonna go if you're going to work security under those circumstances. Of course, the male strippers that you talk to are gonna be gay because that's who they were dancing for.
No, I'm talking about when they were dancing for women.
Okay, let's. All right, for CP3 get us put off the air
We talking
by
about real shit.
by insulting the alphabet community.
I didn't insult them. I just
Not
said-
yet, but I can smell
No,
it.
I just said
Right,
that.
it's coming.
It's coming.
No, I just said
It's coming.
I won't do a male gay
It-
event security again.
Okay.
Some stuff you don't want to see, my brother. That's all I'm gonna say. You don't. It made my stomach hurt. Some of the
So
stuff that I
Here we
saw.
go. We about to.
I'm not going. I don't have a
I
problem
want
with
to. Okay, let's do this follow up story. So I sent it to CP3. Dr. Dre's wife.
it.
She was asking for the whole lump of money and stuff. Dr. J's wife is under investigation for allegedly embezzlement of nearly $400,000.
She brought it on herself.
Nicole Young is reportedly being investigated by the Los Angeles Police Department for alleged embezzlement. Back in September, Nicole was accused of draining business accounts.
Yep.
Damn. Of $353,000. There was even a check that Nicole wrote to herself. What the fuck? Oh, damn. That's
And
really
she
cool.
probably did it for her business.
That she wrote to herself from Dr. Dre's business partners, who co-founded Studio One, co-founder with Dr. 15. Oh, damn. Is accusing of taking more than money damn, she's in trouble.
Yeah.
It's kind of wild that embezzlement is really it's really serious.
You've stolen.
And the amount of money that she asked for, and then to seeing this,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's hard. I mean, because at this point, how can you fight the prenup?
Mm-hmm.
Because if this actually goes down, does the prenup stand, or do we even need to talk about a prenup? Because technically, she can go to jail now at this point.
Yeah. So her greed has caused her to be in this situation.
Say that part again.
Yes, her greed caused her to, I guess, if in fact she did it, because right now it's alleged, you know.
Yes, it's alleged.
So if she did embezzle the money, that's her greed. And then we all have seen the breakdown of their divorce and things that she's asking. That's also her greed. However, when you ask for that amount of money and it's just so ridiculous and so outrageous, people are going to start looking into everything. You haven't now put the spotlight on yourself.
Yeah, that's true.
So she's at the point now, she put the spotlight on herself, and I can't feel sorry for her. I didn't feel sorry anyway because she was ridiculous.
The amount that she was asking for was crazy.
Yes, the amount she was asking for was unrealistic,
And
and the breakdown was just outrageous.
like, real talk. I get it, she's a woman with money. And she's a very attractive woman.
Well, she's a woman whose husband has money. She has a little money. However, you look at what he's built and what she's built.
But, and then that's the thing. It's, she said she needed a security team. There is nobody, I mean, I can tell you right now, if she walked down the street, I couldn't be like, oh, that Dr. Dre wife.
Well, here's the thing. When she requested all of that money, people now know who she is. People now can see her.
That's true.
She
That's
has
true.
brought herself, like, once again, you put the spotlight on yourself.
Yes.
And I can imagine, after she did that, there are a lot of angry people. There are people that will approach you. If you are an actor and you're on a show and they don't like your character, people will come up to you saying things. So Lord knows that your real life, you know, unfortunately, these are the times that we're in right now.
Yeah, that's true.
But you legit try to drain Dr. Dre's bank account on so many levels. Yes, she needs a security team now.
Yeah, because now we're really never get the Detox album. It's only been 35 years.
This whole situation, oh man, it's exhausting. Of her asking for the crazy amount she was asking for, now it turns out that she was trying to double dip and, you know, extort, embezzle, whatever you want to call it. And the whole thing is, who asked for the divorce? Was it Dre or was it her?
I think it was her.
That's kind of where I was going with this. I'm like, so you make a choice to leave the man that's provided you with everything that you asked for, knowing there's a prenup, you're gonna be crazy, you know, $200,000 for entertainment and all this other bullshit, and then while you're doing that, trying to play the victim, you're being a criminal and embezzling the money. And by the way, you're a lawyer, so you know it's against the law.
Yep. And she will get disbarred if she's found guilty.
Oh, shit, I didn't think about that part.
She will not be able to. So if you do your little time or whatever, and then you're free to go, you know, you can't practice law.
She can't practice law again.
No.
I mean, I done messed up the whole thing, because I was going to go out there and try to get her to be my sponsor, but now she can't work, so she ain't no good to me.
She ain't going to have no money.
Damn, that's how you feel, though?
She ain't getting no money from Dre now because she got caught in embezzle. She about to
You
go
really
to jail.
just said you was going to try to get her to be your sponsor, though.
Yeah, I'm looking for a sponsor.
So you just
Were you going to piss on her?
If she asked me to, for the right price.
So you was just going to be a common thought? A gold digger?
I've been trying to be in a relationship responsibly, and that ain't got me nowhere.
I mean, we're still
When I
in
was
a
being a
pandemic.
thought,
Give it some time.
Man, I know some dudes still getting theirs, and I'm a little upset about that.
I'm sorry.
Because they don't.
So were you happier when you were in a relationship, or were you happy being a thought?
I'm just happy being a thought. But I'm trying to change. That's why I want to be in a relationship. I don't. But saying I was happy as a thought is not saying it was a good thing. Cause you get them lonely nights, man. Them lonely nights suck, bro.
So you were a formed thought.
Exactly. I want to be a responsible relationship dude. I do. But it's just not playing out.
What is your ideal woman?
I think she's been swallowed or stuck in a condom somewhere, bro. I don't.
Okay, we wanted to know what your ideal woman was. We did not
I'm just saying.
ask you for that.
I'm just saying.
Oh my
I think that's
God.
where she at.
What's wrong with you?
I'm just saying. That's just.
That was very graphic.
I'm just saying. I think about these things, brother. I'm at home alone.
I'm gonna be real with you. I once said, I think my soulmate got hit by a bus, or he got lost, or something like that. I have said that.
He said swallow or stuck in a condom.
Meaning she was never even born.
Exactly. That's the way I feel right about that.
But why? Well, explain her to me. May she rest in peace or not rest in peace.
What she would have been like?
I mean, my whole issue that I've had recently is because I'm a busy person.
Okay.
I do a lot. I do 3 shows on Sundays. I do a show Monday. I do a show sometime during the week.
Mm-hmm.
I rip and run a lot. I do a lot of networking and politicking. For some reason, the women that I come across, they say they understand that. But after a while, because I understand relationship takes work, I try to put my time in, and they say they understand my situation and they can deal with it just to say it because it's lip service. Mm-hmm. I need someone that knows what they want and really mean it.
Mm-hmm. Well, let's play devil's advocate. The life we live doing entertainment, media, and all that other stuff, not everybody can get used to that.
Definitely.
Like on some real stuff. Even when I was rapping and this, it was, oh, well, you always in the studio. Mm-hmm. You know, even now when people call me up, it's, oh, what you doing today? A show, nigga.
Right.
Same thing I did 2 days ago.
Another show, nigga. This your 3rd one a day.
And the life that we live is just something to be accustomed. People have to get accustomed to and used to. Now, we know that ain't easy shit to get accustomed to.
That's why I tell them up front. That's why I don't rope them in.
But wait a minute. Because even telling them and showing them is something totally different.
Exactly. And then you said they don't understand it. There's a reason for that. If you talking to somebody who don't hustle, and I swear to you, I just had this conversation this weekend. If you're talking to somebody who does not hustle, somebody who works a 9 to 5, they go home, they watch TV, they chilling, or the weekend, or whatever the case may be. They're not going. I'm not saying it's not going to work, but they're not going to understand to the degree that you want them to, whether they're accepting of it or not. Yeah. So you also have to look at them as a person.
Yeah, I don't get upset with that. That's why I tell them up front. I don't hold ill will against anyone. I know everyone. Just because I like them and want to be with them doesn't mean that we're going to be.
What I need you to understand is that there are women out here
that understand
whether
the hustle.
They're busy or not, they will understand. I'm gonna be real with you. I used to be a military spouse, okay? Meaning, he gone all the time, okay? And because he's gone the way that he's gone, because I might have to move here, move there was a period of time where I was a stay-at-home mom. When I had 2 young kids, like I just had my son, my daughter was still young, and I could understand he's gone because he has to be. So let's say fast forward, it didn't work. We got a divorce. And if I'm dealing with somebody else who has a job that's very demanding, I understand that. Even if I'm not that busy, I can understand that because my life experience has allowed me to understand that.
Yeah.
With that said, there are a lot of women out here that will understand. So therefore, when you're talking about that, you may not get in contact with them. Maybe you need to readjust where you're meeting these women.
And I hear that. I've met women from so many different vast backgrounds, and it comes to the same thing. They say they understand. They say they can deal with it, but after a point, they can't.
Okay,
because
so
they don't understand. Like you said, because
I don't. Communicating your schedule?
I'm fully.
But what it is, but see, CP3.
Mm-hmm.
What you gotta find somebody that's on the same the wavelength. Saying that you understand and showing that you understand is two different things. And when you deal with a person, it's gonna be you gotta test them waters early. Just let them know.
That's what I do.
And the thing about this is because this ain't normal.
No, it's
Like
not.
we don't do like
No.
last week we did a 4-hour show.
And I'm gonna be real with you. If you're in a relationship and you do a 4-hour show, she might be like, unless she's watching, because that's another factor
That's
to be supportive.
That's
But unless she's watching, she gonna look at you like you stupid when you come in the door.
So
Oh, your show normally 2 hours.
So-
Where was you at them last 2
So let me tell you. So let me
hours?
tell
That's where
you.
the problem comes in.
But see, let me tell you something. Let me
We'll
tell you.
find a girl that's supportive.
Like this. So when me and GOP and we introduced so and so to the show, right? She's with a dude, and I used to watch them, her call him, and him argue with, and he the thing was he actually been on the show, so he knew how late that we stayed and stuff like that. Oh, what do you mean y'all still there? Oh man, we had 10 people in here tonight.
Mhm.
You know, cause you know back then
Yeah.
you could easily walk in and be like, we was at the big long table. Man, you could walk in and we could literally have every seat full plus the seats on the side at 1:30 in the morning. Niggas was calling us when they come out of yo, y'all doing y'all show right now? I won't come through.
Yep.
So they wound up breaking up because we could not handle being accustomed to that lifestyle.
Yeah, I definitely understand.
And
I get it.
Not everybody's gonna understand your hustle.
I know.
But see, at the same
That's what I
time,
come across.
if there's a woman that's willing to be supportive of you, that means she will support your hustle.
I've heard that, but like you said, the actions don't come with it.
Right, but what I'm saying is, that's why I said, if she's already watching the show, she knows how long your show went.
Yeah.
So if she's supportive of you, she will make it make an effort
Yeah,
So-
to find out
definitely-
information, and she'll actually be okay with you doing
So
a
like our guest last week, Go Villain, right? I should applaud his
Yes,
girl.
Yes.
She ain't shy.
Nope.
She ain't make a face.
Nope.
She stood there. She let him shine. She let him talk. She let him have his moment. Now what they said in the car, maybe something totally different.
But
But
honestly, the vibe she gave.
but the vibe she gave was she was happy
she
for
was
him.
and supportive.
Yes.
So if she there with you, willing to support you, or even if she's doing her thing, let's say I start talking to a guy, and he got his stuff over here, and I'm on my show. Okay, I'm here. I might give him a shout out, like say he has a business or he has some type of hustle. I might give him a shout out. But at the end of the day, I know what he's doing. He knows what I'm doing. That's why I asked, are you communicating this information
I
to
am
them?
full like I said, I used to live a lifestyle that I didn't communicate. Well, I didn't say shit. They would ask me where you're going out, when you're gonna be back, when I get back. Now I'm full communication. I over communicate
Well,
I
are
don't
you
want.
communicating like while you're like today, Sunday, you do a bunch of shows on Sunday. Are you communicating in between?
Yeah, I text all the time. I'm because I'm on social media so much. I have no problem. And when I'm with the female, she's on all my pages. She knows what I do. I have no problem showing my inbox. There ain't nobody sliding in my.
No,
I'm
you
not
shouldn't
sliding.
have to show nobody your hand.
I shouldn't have to, but my point is, if I'm in a relationship, I'm transparent. I don't. If I'm with you, it's because I want to be with you. I'm not with you because I want to have such steady and have some side chick too. That was not where my head is now. Back earlier in my life, yeah, that's where my head was at. But now, that's not where my head is at. So that's why I find it, hilarious now that I know how to be a good man and know how to be a good boyfriend. I can't get in a relationship.
That's common.
Exactly.
We
that's why.
talked about
That's
this.
why I'm not. That's
But
why I
karma
am
don't
not
last
mad.
always. That type of stuff don't last always.
It's been a long 6 years.
Okay, but hold on. In those 6 years, you ain't been trying to act right these past 6 years.
Yes,
the whole 6
The
years
whole
you trying to
time.
act right.
Why you think I bought the house and where everything? I was trying to settle down. I was trying to.
Bro, you know I've been to your house, right?
Yeah, and what was I? Single. So what was I doing? Single things.
Yeah, and I saw you hit a little joint, and then you sent. You didn't even let her spend the night. You sent her ass home, son.
I I mean,
I don't even think you took her home, nigga. Did you Uber her?
she ordered the lift to go back.
Ah!
So
But
therefore,
she had it. I was the side, but I was the side dude.
okay, but even still,
You
during these past
ain't know that part.
let me say, during these past 6 years, you might have smashed and dashed the one.
Ooh.
That's real.
In my last 6 years, I haven't really smashed and dashed anyway. That was something I did when I was younger. I haven't really. I
So the
haven't really
past
smashed-
6 years,
It's been, or if it's been a one night stand, it's because she chose it that way.
Oh my god.
okay, maybe you displayed some type of behavior. We had this conversation.
This conversation is
After I
funny.
busted nut, what could I have done
No,
after I
it could
busted
have
nut?
been even before. My thing is, people don't understand, especially nowadays. If a woman meets you, it's not just whether or not she has to make a decision, whether or not she wants to smash you. That's not the only decision.
I know that.
She also may be like, okay, he's smashable, but I would never date him
And that's cool.
because
I have no problem with
of
that.
what you've done and what you said.
That's cool.
So you
Oh,
gotta, we go back to what we talked about before. Sometimes the energy you put out there, because you might step on your own toes.
Yeah, that's cool. And that's my thing. Like, if you can't accept me for me, I'm going to say some outrageous shit. I'm going to do
Really?
some outrageous shit.
Really?
And
we
if you
didn't know
can't
that.
deal with that
Well,
and
sometimes,
think that something's wrong with that, then we're not going to make it because
Well-
I'm going to do some wild
Well,
shit.
But
And
but
that ruffles your
maybe-
feathers, then we're not meant to be
well,
together.
that would maybe why
Or you
you're
couldn't-
single.
No,
Or-
the same way.
but see,
If I see something, a trait in a female that I don't like, I'm not going to say the first time, "Oh, I can't be with her."
But it
because
might
off
not be
of
the
that.
first time. You might do this often.
But that's
but
what I'm saying. But I'm going to give it a chance to see who this person is and be like, "Oh, is this all the time?"
but
or is this something
CP3,
on the regular?
the thing is, you can't have them. I'm gonna do some outrageous shit. You gotta have to compromise too.
I mean, I do. That's what I'm saying. The outrageous shit I do now is nothing compared to the shit that I used to do.
Well, I'm gonna say this. Let me.
It's still outrageous though,
But it
nigga.
depends on who you're dealing with. If it's outrageous,
No,
it's
let
all
me say
about
this. Let me
judgment.
take a step back because what the society that we're in right now, I see so many men saying to women, see, that's why all y'all single because y'all don't know how to do X, Y, Z.
I've
Y'all
never said
don't
that.
act like that. I'm not saying you.
Yeah.
I'm not saying you, but you see it.
Mhm.
Men will tell a woman you need to change X, Y, Z because that's the reason why you're single. So for me, growing up the way that I grew up, and I have male friends that I always looked at as equal to me. So when it comes to certain things, I feel like it's certain advice can be gender neutral. The energy that you put out there is the energy you receive back. So sometimes it may be something you might want to look at inside yourself. This don't have to be here on this show, and you don't have to tell us. But there may be some things that you want to look at inside yourself, like okay, maybe when I do this might turn some people off, and that may be something that you're doing every single time you
Well,
meet
that's
or
cool.
encounter a
But
person.
see, the fact of the matter is, the fact that I know who I am, that I went through therapy and finally realized and love who I am. If you can't accept me for who I am, then it's not meant to be. And I'm going to accept you for you. It's going to be like one of the ladies that I'm talking to now. It isn't ideal. The situation isn't at all, especially in my favor. But because I understand situations happen, I understand no one's perfect. I understand there isn't a perfect person out there, that there's going to be things about a person that I'm not necessarily going to like. The question is, can I deal with it? Then it's my choice.
I
And
know,
that's
me
what I say.
personally, I do the same
Yeah,
thing.
and that's what I say. If that's your choice to take that judgment because you
But it's
get a
not. It
perception,
might not be judgment.
I
You may be displaying
I
something that
understand.
they can't deal
but
with.
that's one of my tests
Okay.
that I do. And that lets me know that if I can't be this way and you find it a certain way, being you know who I am and you knowing that this isn't really who I am, just like folks test people on a regular basis. Because I've been in situations where I've given my all and thinking that person was the one for me. And then as you say, when the time came time for actions, the actions weren't there. But I put up with it because I listened to the words and not the actions. So now, I mean, I'm in the mindset, I hate to say it, and I've already reserved myself to say that I'm probably going to be single the rest of my life. If it happens that I do get in a relationship, great. But the same way I'm going to accept you for who you are, I need you to accept me for who I am.
Right.
And, you were speaking about, the grandparents and how, back in the day they would find a way to work it out.
one of my favorite comedians, Gerard Carmichael, he broke it down kind of a way that folks really aren't going to like it. But if you think about it, most of our grandfathers probably hit our grandmothers. Because back in those days, women had no rights, barely had education. Most of them got married at the age of 15, 16 because if they didn't have education and have a trade that they could go do something, which they really weren't allowed to work, their main job was to get married, pop out kids, and be a housewife. That means you had to deal with whatever attitude your arranged marriage or whoever you decide to settle down with. So some of those things that these grandmothers had to go through to keep the, as Lady Antoinette said, to keep the household together, they had to swallow their pride and deal with a lot of bullshit that they didn't want to. So the whole, staying loyal to your man and going through the rough spots, they didn't really have a choice.
Well, that's why I said you take some of those qualities that people had as far as a relationship is concerned, and you can, like I said, relationships and circumstances are so different now. So some of the things, you can bring that along with you. Now,
it also comes with not knowing who you are, because we have a lot of folks that go from one relationship to another one and don't step back and question, why didn't this work?
Right.
Like I take the toll on myself. Like I used to blame the females that I was with, but then you got to stay back and take a step back and look at it. What's the one constant in this situation? It's me.
Okay.
So it can't always be
so
somebody else.
You admitting to
I
sometimes it was being your fault.
I know.
Because you try to tell us all the time it wasn't my fault.
That's just for comedy. I take responsibility. I've called.
I'm talking about off the air.
That's just talking shit. I've actually, like I told you, I've actually called some of my exes back 5-6 years later and apologized to them after I realized.
Crazy? My ex did that.
We do grow sometimes.
I have a few exes that did that.
Because you grow when you go through shit and you like, oh, now that's what. And you know what? When you said I wasn't shit, you was right. I'm sorry. Could you please forgive me? I've made those phone calls before because it had to dawn on me and I wasn't mature enough until it happened. It might have been 2 or 3 years later. Luckily, they had the same number. I called her back. I used to call them back anyway just to be an asshole. Like, hey, what's going on? You remember me? I broke up with you. Yeah, I know. I was just checking to see how you was doing, see if you might want to come through with something. Fuck you, Click. I used to do shit like that just to be an asshole. But, yeah, I've actually called ex-girlfriends back and be like,
why would you? You know what? Don't even don't even answer. I don't even want to know why. It came out. It slipped out. It slipped out, and I really don't know. I really don't because
it actually worked one time.
You got problems.
I take 1,000 no's for 4 yeses. That was my motto as an HVAC salesman. I take 1,000 no's for 4 yeses. I get shot down millions of times, but all it takes is that one.
CP3, you are a very unique individual.
But yeah, he drinking that Douce.
Yeah.
And
this is a effective show tonight.
It has an effect on him, but yet he acts like he can't drink
tequila.
I'm chill though. See, off the white, it's a whole different answer.
No, but there's been times like last week.
You was really aggressive.
I was drinking Jim Beam last week. That
I didn't have you drinking it.
Actually, we was drinking.
Uncle Nearest.
And Maker's Mark and
no, last week it was Uncle Nearest.
Yeah.
See, had me drinking shit, I didn't know what I was drinking. See what I mean?
Do you know what the point of the Uncle Nearest was? Do you realize what the significance of that was? Is because Uncle Nearest, this is what Jack Daniels stole his formula from the black slave.
You can drink Uncle
Nearest. But we had Maker's Mark too. I remember. Not last week. Yes, we did. We poured a couple of shots of those last week.
Yeah, we did.
Like I said, at the bar, I told this dude bad peer pressure alcohol. Man.
Who, me?
What, if he didn't offer you alcohol, you still gonna drink alcohol.
If you extend your hand with a glass full of adult beverage that is brown and it's cognac, I have no choice but to drink it. I'm sorry.
He don't have to extend nothing.
He don't have to pour the glass either.
Who bought that Douce?
That's why I'm sipping it right now. I bought it last week. I forgot it was in the refrigerator.
So you can't blame nobody but yourself.
But I'm chill with this. Last week, what was we drinking? That's why I was.
Okay, but don't you drink Jack?
No, not on the regular.
No. Wait, time out.
Not on the regular.
That's not what she asked you.
They said, "Do I drink Jack?" Yeah, but not on the regular.
No. See, it's only one word. It's do you drink Jack? And it's
or no?
It is yes or no.
I have drinking Jack before, but not a lot recently.
Okay then. No. It's a yes or no.
See?
Do you drink Jack?
I have drunk
If
Jack.
you
Yes.
drink Jack, you can drink Uncle Nearest.
I understand that, but I haven't drunk Jack in a
It
year.
doesn't matter.
It does matter. If I haven't drunk Jack in like a year or so, it's gonna have a
So
different
you have
effect
to
on
be
me.
familiar.
Yeah, I've been drinking cognac for a minute now, so that's why cognac can really, get me messed up to get me nice and chill where I want to be. But I drink some whiskey and bourbon mixed with some Jack Daniels too. I might get a little.
Wait,
yeah.
you say whiskey and bourbon mixed with Jack
Ain't
Daniels?
that what Maker's Mark is? A whiskey bourbon or whatever?
It's a whiskey.
It's a
But do
whiskey.
you know what Jack Daniels is?
That's a whiskey too. I know, but I forgot which one is a whiskey. Oh,
Jim Beam's a whiskey too.
That's the whiskey bourbon. I was taking shots of that
I was
too.
so confused. I was like,
Yeah,
what?
I'm trying because he the
What
one that
were you
I'm
drinking?
normally a cognac sipper. He the one that got me experimenting with whiskey bourbons and whiskey
Okay,
and
let
Mexican
me
tequila
let
and
me
shit.
let me say this. I brought in the Maker's Mark and I brought in the Uncle Nearest.
Exactly.
So you cannot blame
But
151.
we're at the bar already.
Right, what
so
I'm
he's
saying-
automatically going to be linked in as an accomplice.
Oh, dang.
He's guilty by
I
association.
tried to.
He's guilty
I
by
tried.
association. We're at the bar radio.
Lady,
Right, and you drinking at the bar.
I have no choice because we're at the bar.
Lady Antoinette, he's never forgive me for the mixture of
Hell no, I still can't count for them 3 hours, motherfucker. I've been trying to figure that shit out for almost
And
2
I
months
snuck
now.
you some white one day.
I know. I remember that day.
But
I
you
was
were
making
fine.
till I made some drunk texts that night. Goddamn
He ain't never forgive me about that 151 incident.
it. Still don't remember, man.
Although I told him it's mixed with
It was
151.
the context of the way he said it.
How did I say
He
it?
poured his drink first and was like, yeah, this is 151 mixed with Jim Beam. As in, he was implying that was what was in his cup.
Well, it
I
was.
didn't think that was what was in the whole half a gallon.
Did you see a bottle of 151?
No, I did not. I
And
don't-
all you saw was a bottle of Jim Beam, right?
That's what I'm saying. You could have had it in your
Okay,
room or something.
let me
I
tell
didn't
you.
know.
Let me tell you. You know, I'm a mom, and I tell my kids all the time: if you are unsure of something, the best thing to do is ask a question.
If you see a big bottle that says Jim Beam on it,
If
aren't you
someone
going to
is
assume that it's
pouring,
Jim Beam
if
in
someone
that
is
bottle?
pouring something
Not
from
some
a bottle
poison.
and they say this is 151 mixed with Jim Beam.
But it was after he poured it. It wasn't while he was pouring. It was after he poured it. So I was assuming.
But if you didn't see the bottle of 151, you
I
could
was
have
already
said.
3 drinks in. What am I going to remember? All I remember was the saying.
So wait, have you had Jim Beam before?
Yes.
Did that taste like Jim Beam?
I don't know because I was doing some herbal medication before that, so I don't know.
So my question to you is,
Uh-huh.
when someone handed you a drink, it never dawned on you to say, "What's this?"
Well, he did. I poured the drink myself because I did not know that the 151 was mixed in the half a gallon with the Jim Beam. If I'd have known that, I would not have poured that drink.
So before pouring it,
Uh,
did you say, "Hey, can I get some of your Jim Beam?"
he always told me to get the Jim Beam. I don't
Okay.
have to ask.
Oh,
So he's like, just at the bar radio, get you a drink.
From
nigga.
now on,
Ex-
what you need to
I
do
learned that from a month
is
ago.
specifically say, "Hey, can I get some of this Jim Beam?" And if it's something mixed with it,
I
that
don't-
would give him an opportunity.
I own.
Well, no, because I've handed you a glass and you just drank it.
I said tonight. I wasn't talking about all the time.
Oh man.
I'm just saying, this was recent. This
Yeah,
was
I
since
can
the
get-
Jim Beam incident.
Shit happens. And like I said, that night, I drunk text with somebody. It's cool. Like I said, as long as I made it home safe, I ain't had no dents in my car. I'm good.
Oh my!
Because that's what I do. I go.
You
I
didn't
go
have that much.
I know. That's what I still don't like to drink stuff that I don't like to drink and drive. I don't know how it's
What?
gonna turn out.
I don't know what you're saying.
I don't like to drink stuff I don't like to drink.
What?
All right, so we're
You
about
understand what I'm saying?
we're about to get off the air, but I'm about to read y'all this. Someone
Yes, please.
someone just texted me on Facebook.
Okay.
It says, "I'm looking for 10 people who want to start their own radio station. Create your own name and become the next big thing. Get paid off your stream, raise income you need monthly, play all your favorite music, and put your friends on to support local artists in your city. And become an icon. Hit me up for slots. Your station is only $50.
Okay.
All
Mm-hmm.
You
I
wanna-
have to say is, no.
No, let him
No.
answer.
Go ahead.
Let him respond.
What the fuck are you talking about? Like real talk. If you're texting me, this is because you're watching the program and we have a buzz. And by the way, I mean, you gotta do your research before you start texting me bullshit. Why would I pay you $50 that I can do on my own? I'm on Spotify. I'm on YouTube. I'm on Twitch. I'm on Facebook. I'm on Periscope. I'm probably up your girl's ass in a minute. Like, I'm on so many different things, it doesn't make a difference.
After me.
I swear. What
So,
am I gonna do?
I mean, and honestly, it's just on the context of how you text me this. Like, on some bullshit.
No, it sounds like a robo type of
It
thing.
probably is.
They just copied and pasted and sent it, for
You
some
know.
reason.
Because they see it and see that we're having a show. Like, what the fuck? Because your platform, like, for $50, I know your platform ain't shit, first of all. For $50, like, dog, my internet costs more than that. It costs more to broadcast on my internet than what you're offering. So that means you can't do shit for me.
My bill is more than $50.
Yeah, my phone bill is more than $50. Like, get the fuck out of here. Like, $50 is what I would pay for my niece's phone.
I just laugh at him, bro.
Like, real talk. I mean, it does sound like a bot, and, I guess I'm gonna probably block you after this and delete your dumb ass because obviously you either a robot or you just dumb as fuck. We're creating a movement. Like, share, and subscribe. If you'd have gave it a like, a share, and a subscribe, I probably wouldn't even bad rap you so much. But to hit my inbox on some bullshit, like, dog, like real talk, I don't care if you're a robot, human, cyborg, whatever, I would have wiped my ass with your career. And we'll leave it at that. CP3, you got any good words for us as we leave?
Oh, God.
It's not.
If you're looking for a new user pre-owned certified Honda, anything else, come holler at your boy. Not a Honda Water. I'll be out here first thing in the morning, 9 o'clock. Come holler at me. Got nice, clean cars, great deals, and great customer service. Make sure you check out Sports OTHP tomorrow night at the new time, 8 o'clock. We'll be talking MLB playoffs and the conclusion of Game 7 of the NLCS to see who's going to the World Series to face Tampa Bay. And then we'll be breaking down the Washington football team, Week 6 loss to the New York Football Giants in detail on Monday night. And who knows whatever else you might catch me. I might go live tomorrow for the dealership. I might be at your baby mother's house with my feet up on the table with the fruit snacks and the juice box in my hand.
You are a real side nigga.
I'm just saying,
Professional
man,
side nigga.
Man, them fruit snacks be bomb, dog.
Professional side nigga / gunman number 2.
Hey, man, I mean, I'm diverse. I'm trying to diversify my portfolio.
But he's trying to act right now.
I am. If I find the right woman act right with me, I will act right with her. That's the
How's she
problem.
gonna act right with you?
If you eat on the fruit
Because they switch up.
and you eating fruit snacks.
Right. What your
She
feet
gave
up?
them to me, though.
No, she didn't. You went in the refrigerator and got them. You just
Well, I
lied on
asked
your.
for these.
No, you didn't.
He drinking all that.
She didn't give me an answer, but I went and got them. No, at least I asked before I went and took them.
How did you know they was in there? You look first.
Everybody got fruit snacks.
You look first. You probably took one because I know how black men do. Because I would have did the same thing. You would have took one. You ate one, and then you probably gonna ask as you leave, and then take another one.
But I bought back a full pack though.
Dog, stop bullshitting.
I did. Little nigga ain't even miss.
You know what? Now you trying to act like you like you the thought with a heart. Get the fuck out of here.
I love the kids. I love the kids.
What's your IG and all that other good shit?
Check me out, iCarolPort on Instagram, Carolport the Third on Facebook, Periscope, and YouTube. That's with 3 eyes, not the number 3. Check out sportsothp.com. Go click on the Sports OTHP apparel line. Copy a new apparel. You saw the hoodie that I had on the pregame. You see the Sports OTHP apparel I got, sponsored by Kuzin Sports OTHP apparel. Shout out to Assad. Hit me up. Still got some shirts left. Got the winter, fall apparel coming out soon. About to get some sweatshirts, hoodies, sweatpants, all that good stuff. And some booty shorts for the ladies because I want to see Sports OTHP on your ass when you walk down the street. But other than that,
that was really chauvinistic.
CP3 live from at the bar radio.
Janet's like she's just about to smack the shit out you.
And then you got the thought attire for men, the gray sweats. So you got the gray sweats.
I got both sides covered. I'm not sexist. I give it out for both sides.
Terrible. You got thought attire all the way around.
Lady Antoinette look like she really want to go off with your head.
So you wanted across her butt.
I'm just saying, to see sports OTHP on a night.
I hope you get a whole bunch of flat booty girls
Damn.
coming at you.
The ultimate insult.
Everybody got ass when you bend them over, baby. Outside.
They not, but they just gonna be walking around,
Don't get a lot of ass.
twerking, air flapping under the shorts.
Nah, we gonna cut that video.
See?
Dear skinny women, no offense, stop twerking.
Oh,
Look like you hurting your back.
you got some Miley
It look
Cyrus.
like it look like you
You
rubbing.
got some Miley Cyrus's on.
Look like you trying to rub
I
two
ain't
sticks
got-
together to start a fire. Cut that shit out.
Look like the chick off of that Bob's Burger joint.
Oh my
I
god.
just need you- Can you have like some what are sweatpants for the women?
Uh
Working
oh.
on those too.
Oh,
Working on the
okay.
leggings, sweat.
Oh, but the booty shorts is on
Mhm.
that's
Because
priority.
Y'all like yoga pants. Y'all like booty shorts. You know you like throw that. You know.
Okay.
For your man in the bedroom. Say hot stuff on the backside.
Hot stuff.
Mm.
That's why you're single, right there. That's what it is.
That's your boy.
We found out.
Dog, that's your man's in them. From the DMX right. Dog, that's your man's in them.
Right, hot stuff.
Hey man, it's
What that dude say that?
nice
Put
and
that-
warm
Put that
sometimes.
down. That was
It's
terrible.
almost
That
gone.
was awful.
Do say it's the devil.
You just came out with a line for thoughts.
Oh my
That's
god.
what you did.
They making them already. Why can't I capitalize?
Oh lord.
Like, t-shirts, hoodies,
Yeah.
you
Skull
know,
caps.
skull caps. That's cool.
Yeah.
And then you got your thought line too.
Got your thongs,
I got
got
you.
your thongs in the bush.
Oh my goodness.
Where can they find you, Lady Antoinette?
I am Lady Antoinette. Search me on Facebook. Got a new site up on there. I will not be defecating on people.
I won't be either.
I
That's the
mean,
price is right.
See?
Money talk.
It's-
Bullshit. Whoa.
Check
Apparently
me
bullshit
out.
falls for the right amount.
This is terrible. But you can check me out. All new stuff will be on there. So as it comes, follow me. Like.
Go subscribe.
Right, like. subscribe.
You can catch us on this At the Bar on YouTube. Like, share, and subscribe that. My Facebook page is Rakeem Bell. IG Rakeem151. Twitter Rakeem151. See kind of go together. Shout out to Eric Kuzil. Shout out to Queen's mother, Chef Rock. Actually, I'll be posting the picture soon. He actually got a At the Bar podcast T-shirt, and he's also one of our supporters, and he actually paid for it, which is always a good thing. So we'll talk, and I say that because when we talk about this stuff, we want to support black businesses and stuff like that. But a lot of people think support black business means I need something for free. That's not supporting black business. And I would have gave Chef Rock a T-shirt because he's my cousin. He insisted on paying me for it. And he did that previously with when my nephew Renegade was performing, and I was like, no, I'll give you a ticket. He was like, nah, I want to give you the money, and he insisted because that's actual support.
Right.
The one thing about this is I always tell people is I want y'all to remember this. Facebook social media is a tool that we can use. And you can use social media to be great, or you can use social media to cry about shit. There are so many artists that I see out there, and y'all will spend 6 days out the week to complain about haters, and one day to praise someone who supports you.
Indeed.
Back the people that support you and worry less about the people that don't.
But the problem is,
This is my time to talk. I get it. I done gave you.
that haters.
That
think it's funny.
insect.
So I would tell people, concentrate on what's going on, Nadia. My homegirl always watching, doing her thing. We salute you. Keep grinding. I always would tell people, worry less about the people that hate you and show more love to the people that do, and focus on the people that do, because they give you better energy.
Right.
you know, when I got caught up and you know, and I preached hate and I talked about hate, I talked about it so much I got hate. So now I just changed. I preach about love, and you know, and we joke and we have fun, and it's and you know, it's comical, and I have more of a better vibe with it, and when we get things. Yeah, we ate up all the food. You know, CP3 been off this Douce, and he he twisted. But you gotta come over one Sunday when we grilling and podcasting.
Yeah, you gotta come over early. You can't come over late. Food be gone.
So with a drink.
Yeah. So I urge people to definitely, you know, promote your fans, promote the people that love you, rather than talk about your haters every day. Because I know they get to you, and you know what? The thing about it is, though, if you watch all these artists on social media, they talk less about the people that support them, but they give more energy to the people that hate them. Right. If you show more love to the people that support you, guess what they're going to do? They're going to support you more.
Yeah.
You know, it's just simple. It's just very, really, really, really simple. And we'll be back next week, and yeah, we'll be back next week, and then at the end of the month, we'll be premiering Renegade's video.
Mm-hmm. Indeed.
And I might even have him here for that day, depending on his schedule. But I think it'll be good we have him in, and you know, we'll premiere the video, and you know, hopefully Carol won't bring his super duper prop.
You shouldn't need it. I don't think I will. Oh my goodness. I hope not.
And you know, I know he has a name for it.
CP3
I really
did
don't.
not give us an honest answer on that one.
No, I don't. I just said my 45.
And now the world knows he has a 45.
Right.
Well,
Yes.
I mean, it's actually a 40, but I called it 45 to get a 45 soon. I wanted the 45, but I had to get a 40 because they didn't have a 45s in stock. Because it's legal.
Oh, okay.
I went to the store and purchased it legally.
It is legal.
I'm so proud of you.
I had my card in there.
There you go.
But I bet you he has an illegal gun too.
Or had one at one point.
No.
We'll talk about the facts. Not right now.
Alright, so we're gonna play Baby J. So Baby J is from my people from Toon Squad Hitters. And Renegade actually mixed this song, and he recorded it in the Renegade studio. He is only 15 or something like that. So we'll end it with Baby J, and I'll probably play one more after Baby J, and then we out. You know, we'll be back here next week as always. And it's funny though, because no one actually called in to make CP3 sweat this week.
That's the first time.
Yo, dog, your face be funny as shit when that shit call in.
We really need some calls for CP3.
Yeah.
My chest.
You know what? I might do some investigating.
And you know what you need to do? You need to go have one of the women that said he was cute on your post and have him call in. I think we should.
I think they should call.
Yeah, we should.
I'm gonna revisit that post.
Yeah, you might need to.
Yes, we should.
No, we good. We had a great show. No calls. Nobody making my heart jump out my chest.
Okay, well next week we can.
I mean, it was a peaceful week. Because next week,
I'm fucking around. Just got a text.
Yes, honey.
Let's wait till you get the Patron. Get some Patron up in you, and then see what you say.
Problem.
I hopped in the booth cause they was sleeping on the kid. A situation happened, ain't no saying what he did. If you one of my niggas, ain't no saying what it is. Keep it solid, never change, that mean no talking to the pigs. I don't know none of you niggas, why you speaking on my name? You touch one of my niggas, I'ma send shots at your brain. Forever stay 10 toes, you know that I never change. Quiet nigga, but I bust you if you go against the grain. Because in one that got him locked, my man still stuck inside the prison. Told mom I'ma make it, I gotta get my all at risk. Teacher said I would be be none. I used to cut a class and skip it. I was making money moves, I wasn't messing with them chickens. It's me against the world, cause either way I gotta get it. Call me Captain Baby J, cause every day I'm on a mission. Closest nigga snake me out, I should've known that he was finished. A lonely boat without you here, it seemed like life a little different. Had to get it on my own, nobody told me how to grind. Lord knows I bust my nigga if I catch him out of line. I see my nigga folk can't do the time, don't do the crime. Really been through what I say, don't really care about a rhyme. I hopped in the booth cause they was sleeping on the kid. A situation happened, ain't no saying what he did. If you one of my niggas, ain't no saying what it is. Keep it solid, never change, that mean no talking to the pigs. I don't know none of you niggas, why you speaking on my name? You touch one of my niggas, I'ma sense I set your brain. Forever stay 10 toes, you know that I never change. Quiet nigga, but I bust you if you go against the grain. Saw my mama shed a tear, and that stuff tore me up to pieces. Had to cut some niggas off because them niggas started reaching. Auntie tripping off the water, pray to God that she start fainting. My niggas ditto in the box because they father didn't teach. Long live G Herbo, it's forever, I just wish that I was there. They say that thugs ain't supposed to cry, I seen my father shed a tear. I tried to tell you how I feel, but niggas act like they ain't care. I live grandma and Uncle Fox, man, I just wish that you was here. I hopped in the booth cause they was sleeping on the kid. A situation happened, ain't no saying what he did. If you one of my niggas, ain't no saying what it is. Keep it solid, never change, that mean no talking to the pigs. I don't know none of you niggas, why you speaking on my name? You touch one of my niggas, I'ma sense I set your brain. Forever stay 10 toes, you know that I never change. Quiet nigga, but I bust you if you go against the grain.
Yes.
If you ain't a boss, switch your position. They hating me on the low. I cannot listen. I pack your bag if you trippin'. I got me your superstition that you been looking for ways. Get me up off this mission. My grandma told me, boy, watch what you pitching. You stay safe at the base and not what you whipping. They just all in my business. Scotty knows just what a pippin'. Flow like I be rapping, tiptoeing J's when I'm riffing. They say I be hot, but I think I'm sizzling. Surgically put on the clinic, spit it out just to a dentist. Try to do me some good, but they say I'm a menace. We back and forth like it's tennis, and I can't mold out my image. But we can't really change what you already felt, and nobody can say we never did help, never did it to mention. So let's calm all the tension. Let's just show you what's real and just get back to this business, you know. Tryna make a flip up off a quarter P. This is what it is and what it's supposed to be. I've been right here if you ain't noticed me. It's them Southside squad niggas for the D. We been right here if you ain't noticed me. We been right here if you ain't noticed me. We been right here if you ain't noticed me. We been right here if you ain't noticed me. A rapper step up to me, that be a no-no. I be deaf cause they so-so, WWE. I got the game in a chokehold, stamp it just like a logo. Just keep it on the low-low, they like I'm back on my mojo. Man, I still be great, either riding or solo. Used to bag up them Cincos, just to make back that Ocho. Going into OT, when I was loving that Coco. Spit it all on some promo, I'm talking tables and photos. Dying for what I love, I forgot about the Toto. Don't become a D-Rust, that mean you breaking a bro code. Man, all of these threats, I might just buy me a fofo. Try and get all of these checks, so I don't see you just no more. Man, you rapping ass niggas, I see you done change. Even when I touch my first million, I stay the same. You can't deliver the know. Fuck this game like a porno. They hearing this like, oh no, ain't from DC, but he go. Tryna make a flip up off a quarter P. This is what it is and what it's supposed to be. I've been right here if you ain't noticed me. It's them Southside squad niggas for the D.